Hey guys, guess what I'm shooting with today? It's finally happening. Wow, I didn't know you were gonna do that.
Free Steve Big Bun!
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
First-time
Caller.
First-time caller.
After downloading the free Discord app, use the invite link in the description or scan this QR code with your phone to be taken to the Beyond Wednesdays Discord server.
First-time listener, long-time caller.
There you will see the Modern Comic Mayhem category on the left with the call-in waiting room. Join that call-in waiting room, set up your camera and your mic, and have your questions ready.
Call me now!
How you feeling? It's been a bit of a rough week, really. And the best way to take it is put it under your tongue and rub it in your cheek. Don't do too much, you're going to be asleep all afternoon. You know what you should do? No, don't try to communicate, just relax. See what happens. You're calmed down. Isn't it amazing?
The following program deals with a controversial
Subject.
The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
I forgot to change out the dang intro. You guys know how that works sometimes. Thank you for hanging out, you guys, during the sesh today. I hope you enjoyed the round of music that we played. If you guys are catching this on the replay, you usually don't get to catch the session music and hang out with us in the Discord, which was tonight was the first night that people hung out in the live show lounge and watched with us during the pre-show sesh, hung out, bullshitted with us. It was a lot of fun. We're going to start doing that every Saturday night. And of course, we hang out after the show in the after show lounge after the show. So make sure you do that. But I usually pull those songs out. So if you guys like the songs we play, there is a Beyond Wednesday Spotify playlist that I add songs to every week. I do take people's ideas for songs to add into thought and put those on there, and usually play them the following week if it's something that I really like. So if you guys got anything you want to add to it, just put it in the comments of the shows. I won't remember it during the live shows chat if you guys put something in, but if you put it in the comment, you have a better chance of me remembering it. So that being said, welcome to another episode of Mayhem, of course, Modern Comic Mayhem. I got a full crew with us tonight. Richie, what's up, brother?
Doing good. How's everybody else on the panel doing?
Chilling. Yeezee?
I just found out I have to go to work tomorrow morning.
Ah, damn it.
I know.
And damn it. Well, hopefully you got
Start
to
of school. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully you got to enjoy some session tonight. So it made your life better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Josh, how you doing, brother?
What's up? How are you guys doing? I'm good.
Loving it. And of course, look at that. We got Blue Green Artifacts hanging out with us tonight. What up, Tony? How you doing, bro?
What's going on? I usually am bothering everybody in the chat, but the family is away right now, so I got begging and boarding, and I got my beer and ready to hang out with some good people.
You got some time to kill, huh? I like
Damn
it.
straight.
I like it.
Yeah, what is that? When the fam's away, the boys will play?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure it's I was listening to Nearing Nirvana the other night, and Lucy was talking about how her husband was going on a bachelor, or I mean what is it? Bachelor night? Bachelor
party?
Bachelor party, yeah. I'm stoned, I apologize. A bachelor's party, and that they weren't gonna go, and they were going to Vegas or something, and that they weren't gonna go to the strip clubs. And I go, it always starts that way. It never ends that way. And the only way to be smart and go to the strip club is leave your wallet at home, put some cash in your pocket, leave your wallet at home, and don't lose all of your money for the whole weekend that night. So that being said, hopefully they enjoyed their night out at the strip clubs. But the Nearing Nirvana crew were talking about how there's like in towns where they have like casinos and stuff, the casinos will have like these nights for widows, and they'll do the same thing like a bachelor party, but for all women, and all these old women show up and just waste their money. And so it's like, you know, women have to get old and lose their husband to enjoy strip clubs. Men are just degenerates and lose our lives in them. That being
Depends
said,
what circles you hang with, I think.
yeah, sesh cam. Where's the sesh cam? Sesh cam is done. It's finished. All right, we got some fun stuff to talk about tonight. A lot of interesting things. Starting off, you guys know I love to talk about new artists and cool new art that I see on either Twitter or IG, mostly IG. But anywhere that I see it, we have a segment on the channel that I'll do called IG Art, and it just shows cool art that I've seen throughout the week. A lot of it by artists who are new to me. Not all of them, but a lot of it artists that are new to me, and also probably new to you guys at the same time. And a few weeks ago, we talked about a badass artist. His name is Chad Keith. And we talked about he's got this really amazing painting style that's just super, super colorful. If you guys see this, you'll probably remember it if you guys were on the show or watched it. I mean,
yes, the black light poster artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Absolutely beautiful, man. His stuff it immediately hits you. It's gorgeous. The color palette he uses is great. You guys know 90% of comic fans love skulls, and I'm a huge fan of skull art. So I don't know. It's badass. It's really, really good stuff. He's a really, really good artist. I saw him because of look at that. That is amazing right there. I might have to try and find one of these posters. Chad, if you're watching this, man, and you got any extra posters, let me know. Those are amazing, including...
Did you say somebody was hitting him up for a variant?
Yes. So I love the fact that we can show artists on here, and sometimes they can get hit up by a retailer to do art on a book. And that happened with this beautiful piece of art right here for the new Creepshow book by Wanted Comics. So
cool.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Drew for jumping all over this dude for his first. I don't know if it's his first cover or first professional art. We'll have to find that out at some point. He'll have to tell us about that. We're gonna get him on. We're gonna drag him onto the show, kicking and screaming sometime. But this is amazing stuff. So this should be coming out. When did Drew post about it? He said, thank you, folks, for your enthusiastic response to our Chad Keith Creepshow #1 going on sale next Tuesday, August 22nd. Our next step is to survive a Hurricane Hillary and get Chad on, there we go, Brian McClay's podcast so he can profile all his killer artwork. Have a safe weekend. So you SoCal folks probably have a good idea to fill up the car and charge those phones. So he's talking about the blackouts and everything. So, but yeah, very, very cool. So August 22nd, you'll be able to pick these up. I think he said $15. Did he say $15 a piece or something like that? Like very, very affordable. Let's see here.
Does Wanted usually do sets like with a Virgin variant or no?
So I think it says here, will go on sale next Tuesday, August 22nd on the website, wantedcomics.com. That's Wanted Comics with an X, you guys. And we will reward early birds with access to the 1 in 10 variant cover. There will be a 333 print run with individual numbered COAs, which folks really like. A big thank you to Image Comics and Skybound for letting us play in their sandbox. So there you go. And he says, more reminders next week, and we will be selling this at only $15. So if you get there early, you'll get access to the, it says we will reward early birds with access to the 1 in 10 variant. So only 333 of these is what Drew is saying, which is very cool. I love to hear that. Less than 500, I'm all over it. What do you guys think about this?
I mean, Drew's been like a fan of like doing creep show covers with, not typical artists. Like what he did that David Mack one, like probably like a year ago. So it's cool that he's giving a new artist a chance to, showcase their artwork.
Yeah, I'm all about.
I like the art. There's something about the trade on top that doesn't quite mesh the way I'd like it to, but I love the art.
I feel like if the trade on the top maybe had like a white border on the bottom here or something, to kind of show a little bit more separation.
Right.
I think that
or
would
blend
be cool.
in with that, or the background blending in with that pink or something like that.
Well, no, they'll have to keep the red, but if they had just a little bit of white or figured out some way to make that look like, old school wear, I'm sure something like that, make it look old school, like Richie was talking about on the Dwellings book.
Oh yeah, with like the fake crease.
Yeah, the fake crease and everything.
The comics code thing up there.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you live and you learn. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful piece of art. I like it, obviously, and I think it's cool that it might be his first work. Let me see here. I think we looked before to see if he had any comic book art. Now he does have magazine art. That's where I originally saw him. I saw somebody advertising.
I see T-shirts. T-shirts are cool.
T-shirts, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The magazine art that look at how good these are, dude. Holy cow.
Oh wow! Damn.
Yeah. Holy cow.
What magazine, Brian?
Thank you. Remind me, please. The magazine is. Let's see if it's on here. I know it's on here somewhere. I talked about the magazine too. Here it is. Midnight Magazine. So I saw this being advertised by Mr. Fright, I guess, or Midnight, and I just went and bought 2 copies of the magazine because I was like, that is awesome art. I didn't even think about, maybe it might be something of his first printed work, but I doubt it because it looks like there might be some other stuff in here, but I don't know if it's comic, if it's comic or magazine, other magazine art. Solar Opposites Part 1, newly recorded versions. So this is an EP right here. He did work on an album cover. There's another poster, it looks like. Yeah, we'll have to talk to him about it. If anybody knows, if anybody got deeper into the rabbit hole with his art. This was the original Creepshow book that Drew did that was just so amazing. And this was so beautiful. It's David Mack, right? And it doesn't look like David Mack art. And when you look at it in hand, it almost has like a lenticular feel about it. It's very weird. So Drew's done very good with both of his Creepshows.
Oh, yeah.
He's choosing
definitely.
artist. What do you think, Josh? What do you think of that? You going to pick one up?
He's got audio problems.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. There we go.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's dope. I think they knocked it out of the park on both their covers. Like, I had no idea that one was a Mac, and I never would have guessed. So they're good at older artists doing newer things and getting new artists introduced to the scene. So it's like a win-win.
Yeah, I got to run downstairs here in a little bit because I forgot to bring up my goodies that I got. I got some really cool things in the mail. And I've really been trying to update the Beyond Wednesday's creators first list. So if you guys ever get a chance to take a look, there is a Google Doc in the description, and it's in my link tree that will take you to the Beyond Wednesday's creators first list. And I try to put like 10 names on it a week now. But if you want to add anybody to the list, or you see something that isn't right, like if you see the yellow, that means we're not 100% sure, what's going on here. But if you want to add something, you can. There's a comment section. It's a living document. It's shared out to the world. But I picked up some really cool first appearance stuff this week. I've just been going crazy on continuing that collection, and that's one of the things I've talked about is I want to continue that collection bug of finding something that we constantly search after, that doesn't have to be 9/8 mega keys. I forget who I added somebody said my David Platt stuff is backwards too, and let me know if you guys agree. So I put for, let me see here. I put for Stephen Platt. I'm sorry, did I say David Platt? Stephen Platt. I got first work Moon Knight 55 and first cover Agent 30 #1. Are those flipped? It says first cover Moon Knight 55 and his first work is Agent 30 #1. I think those are flipped. So let me know if I'm right or wrong on that, you guys. I'll be looking at chat. But yeah, that is the creator's first list, which is a great tool, a living document that you guys can check stuff out for. What else do we got tonight? We need to be updated on the fight, you guys. The fight is tonight. Keep us updated. Let us know when Sugar Sean steps into the ring, or what's going on. I would love to keep updated on that. I'm willing to spoil that tonight, so we do a show for y'all. All right.
I thought you were going to say Elon Musk and Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Musk versus Duck.
Yeah.
Are they fighting over Bitcoin? Is that what's happening?
They're fighting over control of the world.
Or is it social media control?
Both. Somebody said that Musk has been training jiu-jitsu his whole life. Because I hear everybody talking about how Zuckerberg's, a badass. He's been training jiu-jitsu, and look at how he's transformed. But somebody told me that Musk has been doing his whole life. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah.
Where's he from? He's from
Africa.
South America, right?
South Africa.
Oh, South Africa. Okay. I don't know. If it was from Brazil or something like that, I think I would believe a little bit more.
It was called off. Are you kidding me? What
Yeah,
a
because he
joke.
has like I think he got an infection or he's sick or something.
No, it's just
Because
fucking.
Elon's built like Captain America.
Yeah.
That has
Well, no.
nothing to do with it. Zuckerman Jiu-Jitsu is good enough. And I mean, he could have Lou Ferrigno and he'd tie him into a pretzel, make him piss on himself.
What? He didn't want to get exposed that he was an alien. I mean, you've seen the way he drinks water, right?
And how he smokes joints too.
I haven't seen that. Is it funny?
Are we talking about Elon?
Oh, I was talking about Zuck.
Oh, I'm talking about Elon, man. Yeah, man. He don't inhale.
No, he don't inhale.
Yeah, no. Zuckerman has not been doing it his whole life. Actually, he just started this year in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
He he might have started earlier, maybe last year, but he just got his first tournament under his belt this year. So usually
Wait, are we saying
that's between a white and blue belt, typically.
Are we saying that they're both aliens then?
Maybe.
That reminds me. I want to look to see what that book is selling for nowadays. You think there's been any recent sales?
What was the last sale, like $300?
Yeah, $300.
Oh shit! No, that's asking.
Yeah. 300 on the 6th. That was the one that we knew about. So, there's only one on eBay.
I sent mine to CGC.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send both mine to CGC. I'm gonna keep those. I think they're badass.
Dude, it's a great cover.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be like the next little Bitcoin kind of book too, right? The one that people forget about and then pops up out of nowhere.
I think Big Leg has the best take on it in the fact that if Tilla becomes a bigger artist, I'm definitely not putting him in any league or with these great artists, but things like the David Cho comic book that came out. It would be cool if that ends up happening, and that's his early work in comic books. Are you guys sneakers collectors? Do you guys collect sneakers? Anybody?
I do kinda, because I have 2 pairs, but I just can't afford it. They're too expensive. I don't know if you call that a collection or just what do you call that? Two's company, Three's crowd, and Four's a collection.
I've got 2 of the Jen Bartel shoes, but that's it.
I have a pair of LeBrons and a pair of J's. So
I like bootleg shoes, so.
Oh, those are cool.
I love bootleg shoes too. I'm big into bootleg shoes right now, bro. There is some very cool Instagram accounts to follow for those bootleg shoes.
Mm-hmm. I ordered a pair of those Simpsons Assassin shoes.
Oh,
nice. Did you ever get your Doug shoes in?
Yeah, I'm waiting on those too. They did if anyone remembers that episode from Doug, it was the or what was it? What were they called?
Sky Davis shoes.
Sky Davis shoes. They were like these huge shoes, so they did those.
That's funny.
Like it even has like the autograph on it too, like on the on the toe.
I thought this was super cool. In 2007, Nike.
Oh yeah.
Nike released a pack dedicated to celebrities whose careers were once tarnished with the Fallen Heroes pack. The pack featured shoes for MC Hammer, Milli Vanilli, Vanilla Ice, and Peewee Herman, as seen here. Peek beneath the red bow tie tongue tag for a big reveal on the insoles. A suited character with red bow tie sitting alone in a row of theater seats. This subtle image is a reference to the incident that tarnished Pee-wee's career. Look how freaking cool those are, dude.
I have wanted a pair of these for a long time.
I bet, dude.
Long time.
And then I bet they're like through the roof now at this point.
Oh, dude, I haven't even checked since he passed. Oof.
I'll look right now. Let's take a look here. Would eBay be the best place to look for shoes? Where would be the best place to look for shoes?
Probably eBay or Stock. eBay or StockX.
StockX, yeah. SB. All right, here we go. $2,500, $2,300.
Wow.
Wow.
How
How much were they before, Josh?
Not that much. Nowhere near that.
Like probably like what, $500 or something like that?
Yeah, like
800, 700, 600.
Yeah, see, okay.
There
Now
we
we're
go.
getting
We're
back
getting
down
back.
to
We're getting down
reality.
here.
Yeah, there
you
we
can get
go.
a used pair for 415, 400.
Yeah,
360,
okay.
299.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a pair because.
Ooh, 2,500. I'm sure Joe could clean these right back to new. You know what I mean?
I could clean it back to new.
Yeah, I mean, shoe cleaners are the stuff that how people clean shoes nowadays and take them back to their original
state.
Yeah.
The secret, the cornbread is it's saddle soap.
Ah.
You know that shoe magic stuff you get at the swap meet?
Yep.
They do the little infomercial thing, and that's basically saddle soap, but with the mixture.
It's a crime I don't have a pair of those. So.
Yeah.
My nephew, I'm from Fargo originally. My nephew's still there. He actually started organizing 3 years ago. The first, Fargo's not a big town, but it's big for that area. He organized the first sneaker con there, and it's become a big thing. And I couldn't do it this year, but he asked if I'd want to come set up like a comic table and see if there's any overlap and sell some comics and magazines. I think that'd be a good idea.
Dude, if this was the case, I mean the insoles with the theater on the inside is pretty hardcore. But if this was if he did that, I think Peewee would be suing, right?
The fact that they even did the insoles like that is kind of wild. So.
It is, especially having him sitting in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can find the image of the insole. I thought Nike was tripping to do that. Let me look for the insole image. Yeah,
Mhm.
that is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Too bad they didn't add like one of those tags with like a fresh file on it or something like that.
You think they'd need his permission? They've got his
think so.
His name and his likeness.
The bottoms have on the bottoms of the soles, they're red, it looks like, and they have like bare feet imprinted on them in white. But I don't know if that's the case. Oh no! Here's the here's the insole. So on the bottom of the shoe, I'll show you what the bottom looks like. But here's the insole.
Yeah. So great.
Oh, that's funny.
Holy.
Oh, and he's sitting there by himself. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Here is the bottom. I don't know if these are. No, that's the insole too. I don't know what that is. I don't know.
Maybe if you flip it or something like that, the insole,
who knows?
like on the other side or something.
Yeah. I just thought this was crazy. I've been following these Instagram shoe things like crazy lately, and I don't even care about shoes. If I had these, I would wear them, but I don't care that much. I don't think. I think they're cool. Don't get me wrong, but I heard flipping shoes is actually pretty. You make some decent money flipping shoes. I don't know if it's still the case. Is there anybody in the chat that flips shoes? They still flip shoes?
Well, so you remember how I bought the Jaw ones, right? The day ones.
Yep.
The buy-in was 110, and then like if I didn't wear them and stuff like that, I could have flipped them for like 300 and something before his suspension.
Yeah.
So
MC Hammer ones. Let's look at the MC Hammer ones. Nike.
Did you get a free pair of parachute pants with this?
Ooh, wow. Interesting. Ooh, wow. If these are them, I don't know what makes these. Yeah. Who knows?
They look cool. I don't really associate.
This
MC
is
Hammer
it right
with
here.
them.
They're pink. MC Hammer Fallen Hero Nike shoes. They're pink. It looks like. I don't know why they would make them pink. Let's see. Oh, TikTok. I'm gonna get in trouble. Yeah, I don't know what the reason for those is. Doesn't pop out to me. But here's something else that's really cool with Peewee. Danny Elfman did a tribute at his last recent concert. Check this out. That's cool, right?
Yeah.
Look at Danny Elfman. He's so badass. He's right here. I would love to go to one of these. Look at him.
Yeah, after seeing this, I kind of want to go to a Danny Elfman concert now.
Yeah. Does he play like? Wasn't Danny Elfman in Oingo Boingo? Danny Elfman had a tribute to Peewee Herman at his concert.
Well, he did the theme song for The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Like tons of TV shows.
Yeah.
Batman '89.
Nice.
Wasn't Pee-wee, was that Tim Burton's first movie or just an early movie of his?
That's a great question. Let me take a look. Tim Burton's first movie.
What's up, Paul?
Beetlejuice was in '88. What was his very first movie? Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Wow.
Yeah, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, followed by Beetlejuice, and then Batman. Wow. He was 26 years old when he did Pee-wee's Big Adventure in '85.
Wow.
We just watched, I think it's on Netflix, that Pee-wee movie they made like 6-7 years ago. I forget what it's called, with Joe Manganiello and Pee-wee are like long lost brothers, kind of. It's not bad.
No, I never saw it. Was it like a new Pee-wee like movie that they put out?
Yep.
Oh, that's stupid. It's a bummer. Pee-wee Under the Big Top wasn't that great either. So, I mean, definitely wasn't as good as Big Adventure. Who did Pee-wee Under the Big Top? Was that Tim Burton also?
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
I wonder if Tim Burton has anything in early magazines, because I got that magazine, that first Matt Groening, is it Groening? Stuff in the magazine. I got that in the mail, and I thought to myself, I wonder if like Tim Burton ever wrote for a magazine or sent in any letters. I have an old magazine called Help. It's like an old British magazine, and it is the issue where Terry Gilliam met John Cleese because they worked on a story together in the inside, and it was like the forming of Monty Python, this magazine. So it makes me wonder, like, if there's anything out there for cool directors like Tim Burton or Christopher Nolan or something like that, where they've sent in stuff before they were making movies, they were trying to make something artistic. There's probably a bunch of shit out there like that too.
You're probably right.
Yeah. Oingo Boingo, instantly think of Back to School. Yeah. That was another great movie.
I've got the Tim Burton Mondo tribute magazine at CGC right now.
Really? What other things do you have at CGC right now, magazine-wise?
Oh, God, a lot. I got Jessup Press 25 magazines. I can't even tell you what's in it right now. I lose track. It's like a time capsule. You send some off, and then 8 months later you get it back.
Yeah, it takes that long for the magazines now.
It's getting better. And for a while they took away Fast Track for magazines, but they did bring that back now. But you know, I mean, even the pressers are good friends. They get busy too, so it just takes some time.
Yeah. I need to send. I started putting a short box together of the stuff I need to send to the press the fastest, and I'm just going to start taking it and filling up store folios and just sending them to Red Hood. Be like, here, just press them and send them to CGC.
Right. Josh, those Spanish Dragones y Mazmorras, the first appearance of Dungeons and Dragons, those blue number ones. I think I sent all 5 copies of mine off to CGC. They're all pretty bad grade, but I don't think there's any graded yet. So
No, I don't. Not that I know of.
What do you mean by first Dungeons and Dragons? Was it before the US version?
it was. So the animated show that was on, what was that, 80, 81, something like that. I mean, it did pretty well in the US, but it was really popular in Spain for whatever reason. So they turned it into a comic back then. And we didn't get a Dungeons and Dragons comic officially until like 89. There were some. I don't. No. I will when I get them back. But there were some like full page ads in different 80s magazines that had like a Dungeons and Dragons comic strip. Some people think those count. I don't, but yeah, it's just cool. It's every copy I've seen so far has just been in crap condition, of course. You have any decent copies, Josh?
No, I think I have one left, maybe, but it's probably no higher than maybe a 6. So
I'll buy it from you.
all the copies I've seen of that book, like you said, they're low grade. So, but it's such a dope book.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
There's an IG account that I follow called Too Many Comic Magazines. Do you guys follow that? So they just post covers of comic magazines from all over the world. It's just amazing. That's where I saw that Donald Duck shooting heroin one. But this really just jumped out to me. Tanino Liberatore on this one. I think that's what it says.
Italian?
Yeah. Must be the artist. Man, that is rough looking right there. Holy cow.
Yeah, there's some great special USA mags.
Man. And then this is Alex Toth, Jordy Bennett, and Sanchez Abuli, I guess. For number 3, this is Will Eisner, Dave Stevens, Richard Corbin, and John Poxick. Jeff Jones, Juan Jimenez. But yeah, he just goes through he's got tons of cool. All he does is show just cool comic magazine covers, all kinds of different comic magazines, all kinds of interesting. Look at this. What is this? Look at this. Mickey Mouse holding a gun. Like, what the hell? It is art. It is art. There's a Ninja Turtles one. It's the USA Magazine Ninja Turtle one.
How'd you find this IG? Just out of curiosity.
I think I've just been following magazine stuff and Harding magazine stuff, and it'll just show. There's a algorithm, I think, at some point.
Oh, where it recommends you a page or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Look how badass that is.
Those Viboras are great too. I don't know if I just destroyed that word, but
Charles Burns. Yeah, he just kind of goes through them and shows interesting stuff. Sometimes he'll just throw up like, look at that. Where is that from? Look at that. Old school Sienkiewicz. Look at this. Tank Girl.
Mm-hmm. That's sweet.
Yeah. Bro, somebody showed me, I gotta find it. Somebody sent me some, there's the, I need to find one of these bad. That's my next search for.
I'll find you one.
Look at this too. Isn't this like Takeoff on The Simpsons?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, the Itchy and Scratchy?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're in there, but they're on the cover, that's for sure. So yeah, this is like I said, the magazine guy right here. If you guys want to check him out, he's pretty dope. You can find him on IG. But that's another thing I've been talking about for a while that I want to do. I want to get to a point where we can do a magazine show where we just come bring all our cool magazines. So if you guys want to figure out a date to do that, let's do that. And, each grab a stack or a short box of magazines and just go through cool stuff, explain to what they are, show the really cool stuff. One of the cool things that I wouldn't necessarily call this a magazine, but it is something that I talk about a lot on this channel, and I've talked about this one before too, but I saw that this guy put out a new post, Infinite Crisis on Earth, I guess is what he goes by on IG, and he's the one that I guess owned the Pepin 2, right?
Yep.
Here he is holding it. Crazy comic book, which is basically what, Josh, the very first Superman image in outside of the U.S. and
in Mexico.
In Mexico.
Yeah, at least in Mexico, as far as anyone knows. Yeah, that's so badass.
When did this come out again? The first overall Mexican appearance from page 1 of Action Comics 1 is also in the auction. Wow.
Yeah, that's that other book. Yeah.
Wow, look at that. August 1939.
That's awesome.
That's
crazy old.
Yeah, beautiful image. And this is the other book, right? Where's the other book?
He might not have that one posted. Yeah.
Yeah. But what do you think this will end up going for?
Dude, I don't know. Right now, it's under. I don't know exactly what it's at, but I know it's under like $2,000. So yeah, actually, let's see what it's at.
$555, you guys.
It'll go for cheaper than it should. That's what I'm saying.
How much?
If
you
it
think?
goes,
I just said cheaper than it should. Like there are no people that know about it,
Because I sold that one page at Heritage, and that went for, what did that go for? $5,000, $4,000, $5,000. So this should, in my opinion, be worth more than that. So just because of the cover, like, that's sick.
First Mexican Superman cover contains pages 6 through 9 of Superman number 2. That's badass. August 13th,
Yeah, and I think
1939.
I think it ends. When does it end? Like 2 days? Yeah, 2 days. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not even gonna try and guess what it might end up going for. But at that price, I'll buy it.
Yeah, fucking A. That's the problem when sometimes when you do hot comic shows and market reports, you see things that you definitely would have bought if you would have known that they were for sale.
Mm-hmm.
And that's hopefully that doesn't happen to them. All right, this is another interesting thing that I saw. Shout out to fucking Rad, who has been putting out some heat on his IG lately, and this is so interesting to me, and this is a great conversation. So this is Bob Kane's hardbound file copy of Detective number 37. You can see on the left it has the holes in it from where he had them bound together with the other issues. It was bound together with Detective Comics 27 through 40. This is what he says. He goes, "I just don't get it. I don't see how this sells for more separate than it is as a whole, because the person who bought the bound copies sold them or took them apart to get them graded." It says here, I guess this must been the guy that talked about it. It says, Crazy for Comics said, "I was watching that book. Interesting story behind it. It was part of a bound volume of Tech 27 through 40 and Batman #1. Bob Kane left it behind when he got divorced, and his housekeeper told him he told her to keep it, so she did. Mike Carbajal, or is that how you say his name? Is it, how do you say his name? Carbajal. Bought the bound volume for her a couple years ago, and I got to handle the Tech 27. He broke apart the bound volume of all the books and had them all graded individually. I would love to know if chat would do this. Would you guys do this? I would. I don't think I could do that. I feel like it would get more if it stayed a nice bound copy and you left it the way it was historically. You know, it would have been nice if he didn't do that, but he did that, and it came from Bob Kane. I just feel kind of weird about pulling it apart like this.
It's a toughie.
Yeah, I mean, because obviously you can't grade a bounded book like that. But I mean, I see the historical importance of keeping it like that. But I mean, like, it's common in Josh's kind of realm, right? Where there's like Israel bounded books that are separated by individual issues. So I guess I could see how you could not have a problem with separating it out. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I probably wouldn't do that myself if I ended up being the owner of all of, like, something like that.
This is nuts, dude.
I don't know which can't say what way I would go if I had that, but it's interesting because I've owned bound volume books before, like from Brazil and stuff like that. So, and they're super neat because, I mean, if you get like a nice bind on there, like a cover and stuff like that, but I mean, it's still notated on the slab. Like, it's not like it lost, its history or anything like that. Like, it's, whoever buys these will know, like, that's what it was. It's just not together anymore.
I think I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm sure a lot of publishers way back, they probably had a gigantic 3-ring binder with 50 books in there,
Love you, Blind Adam. Appreciate you, brother.
And exactly, in a bind, you're just looking, if you put it on a bookshelf, you're just looking at a spine, like the spine.
Yeah. Well, and then, I mean, obviously they did this a long time ago with the CBCS label like that, so it's not like it happened recently.
What do you mean? Say that again.
Oh yeah, that's an old label.
Like, this is this is one of the CBCS's original labels. So this happened like way pre-pandemic. Like, like I would assume like 2012 era, 2015, somewhere around there. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people that commented on fucking Rad's posts are split too. Some people think it's dumb to do it. Some people are like, yeah, I understand it. I definitely would have kept it together.
The main thing is you can look at it. Like, you could just put those up somewhere or pull them out of a box, like, instead of just having a book on a bookshelf. Like,
yes.
And I think because even though it's such low grade, and because it was the way it was bound, it presents awesome. It's beautiful,
Yeah. Well, it's a file storage copy too.
Right.
From like a creator, like from one of the creators, like from his collection. So
I bought a couple years ago. I bought from Jeremy Kirby, the grandson of Jack Kirby. I bought his file copy, Jack Kirby's file copy of 2001 number 8, the first appearance of Machine Man. But he didn't notate in it at all. There's no stamp there. All there is, it came with a letter from Jeremy, talking about what the book was and where it came from. But there's nothing on it that, it's not signed or has any stamp on it or anything like that. But I know it's pretty cool.
Man, I don't know. Anyways, I thought it was very interesting, and it's how people collect things change. Obviously, throughout the years as the years go by. That's how people used to collect these things. They would bound them. How many times have you seen like complete runs of comic series in these beautiful bound leather volumes? And they're just gorgeous, and that's how people collected them back then. That was the peak of comic collecting or magazine collecting. A lot of file copies, for publishers were probably that way, which is also very interesting.
But I know my friend had purchased some stuff like from Mirage when they were selling all their file copies.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody sent me some information about that, about picking up. I think it was talking about the prelim book. One of these days, I'll have to find that at some point. But yeah, man, that's cool stuff. All right, these are all IG art. Those we'll save for later. All right, let's get into comic book drama, or collectibles drama, or just drama.
Into the into the into the
Oh boy, the drama begins again. There's always drama. There's spicy drama. There's industry drama. There is behind the scenes drama. There's always drama that is flowing over at some point, right? It's kind of weird. That's why I think that if you guys follow my IG, I post a lot and I talk about how there is, especially in the content creation world, if you're like a YouTube person or you're big on IG or you collaborate with other content creators, that type of thing. There's all these, different group chats and messages and DMs that you're part of. And I always I try to post on a regular basis some type of notice that what you guys post in those group chats, or what people post in those group chats, or what people post in those Discords, or what people post wherever, don't ever think that they are private in any way. And especially if you're a person who has any kind of, presence on YouTube or social media, the important thing is to know that if you're going to enter into that world, you're available as a punching bag. You're available to people out there that are trolls. You just have to come to the understanding that nothing in your life is private anymore. There are probably people out there, depending on your viewership or your community, that are just waiting to pounce, right? And that was something that it was really easy for me to understand and come by, because I talk about this all the time too. I think that honesty is the key. I am honest to a fault. It's probably one of my biggest faults is that I'm so honest. But the reason why I'm so honest is because I spent a good, 15 years of my life as a hardcore drug addict that wasn't honest. That was the exact opposite of being honest, and it was a shit life. And you realize that the only way to stop lying is to be honest, and you just be honest around it, and you realize that what you say has consequences and stuff like that, and so.
But it's also easier to get through life too if you're honest. I mean, because there's not that. I mean, I guess like guilt on your shoulders and that weight on your shoulders too.
Yes. Yeah. It's very interesting. So, anyways, I try to put up these posts on IG quite, often that have something to say about, if you're behind the scenes or you're part of one of these groups, don't ever think that your stuff is going to be kept in that group, and you're best just not talking shit about people because it's going to get out. If you're going to talk shit about people, just make sure that that is the stuff that you espouse to, right? Like you don't try to change it in somewhere else. The one thing that I want to say about all that, other than the fact that that's what it is, the one thing that I do want to say about all this is also being honest. One of the biggest things that I don't like, that just I've never been a fan of it, is when people talk shit about my friends. There is something that I can't not respond when somebody is talking shit about somebody I consider a friend, and at the same point somebody that I think is just being just a punching bag at that moment. I think that's a good quality as a human, you guys. I think that if you can sit there and take somebody talking shit about your friends and, not kind of throw back or kind of like say, hey, come on, I think that there's a problem there. And I don't know if that's somebody that I would want to be in my inner circle, right? Somebody, I wouldn't consider that person a friend if they're going to, like, it's joking about your buddies is one thing, right? Me, Yee, and Hive and Leg get together. We're going to be cracking jokes on each other. But the difference between cracking jokes about trash can beers and, the mighty Casey striking out. Those are different than shit talking. And when people are talking shit about people, especially when they're your friends. I think it's very obvious. I'm just not cool with that. I'll never be cool with that. And I'll always, in some way, say that it's cheesy or it's not necessary. And so that is the drama alert rant of the night. That is just the way it is. And I think that's a very important quality. So moving forward, just know that is something that around here it's just the way I feel, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
I think Justin nailed it on the head right there, where it says a true friend sticks up for you when you aren't there to defend yourself. So
yes, yeah,
yep.
Yeah.
I agree. It's what's that saying that is always said? It's what you do when nobody's looking, right? It's
yeah.
It's how you defend somebody when that person's not around. I've never been that guy that is cool with having a friend talk shit about friends in any manner. You're my friend, and here's another thing. I get it, like friends can change, but you're my friend until you're not my friend. Period. Like friendships can change over time. But you're my friend until you're not my friend, and if you're my friend at that point, I can't take it, and it's something that will always be a part of me. So, that being said, I do want to remind everybody that we have a great community over here that we've been trying to build for a long time. There's been ups and downs. There's been where we find things throughout the way, and ultimately, drama alert and everything we do over here is humorous. It's a joke. I don't ever want to be somebody over here that is really taking shots at somebody when it doesn't feel right and stuff like that. And I hope that you guys know that. I know we got a lot of talk about the Bry's comics or the Reggie stuff. And for the most part, if you go and watch that, you can tell we're cracking jokes. But again, Drama Alert is here because one, it's humorous. It's my daily show, but it's also a place where we can tell you what we don't like, especially as a community. And I'm not cool with that as part of my community. So that being said, if you want to join our community, you can watch this show. You can sub up to the channel. You can follow us on AG. Or you can, of course, join our Discord. Our Discord is live. You can call in all the time. Our Discord is, we change things, categories. We add categories. We might remove categories every once in a while. But it's available to anyone. You don't have to be approved to be in here. You don't have to worry about, getting your comments deleted. I don't delete comments in here. Anything that's ever been in here, as far as I know, you can go and see old history. I don't hide things from anybody. There's no secret rooms in here that I know of. So the Discord, know that if you do join it, that those things are there. It's there for posterity. So, don't say something stupid if you don't want it to be seen, because most likely it's not going to be removed unless it's, slanderous or something crazy like that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it just blows me away, because stuff like this happens every few months or maybe once a month, just some shit talking or trash talking. I think it's different when you're trying to hold somebody accountable. If somebody's a bad player and you're trying to show that to the community to kind of hold them accountable, But this whole thing, it blows me away how big egos there are in this space. This is supposed to be fun. This is a hobby. We're talking about superheroes and animation. This is fun. Why do we need to have such egos where there's such venomous arguments over who knows more or who, your opinion shit or it's like
you know what I think, bro? Unfortunately, I just think that's human nature right now. No matter what community you're in. I mean, some communities have it worse than others, but there's just people out there that for whatever reason, either they're going through hell and they need to act a certain way, or they think it's cool to act a certain way, or they are just jerks or they're assholes, and I think as you get older, you learn life, and your thoughts of how you changed early in life change. And one things that I'm very weary of nowadays is bringing people into my inner circle. My inner circle just remains smaller and gets smaller and smaller, and I'm very cautious of who I'm going to bring in that inner circle now. Like there's certain types of people that I'm not, if I know that like there's any that type of personality traits in them, I don't want to bring them in. I don't want to be a dick to them, but at the same point, I don't want to spend time, doing anything with them, But it's hard. It's hard because all kinds of people are different.
Do you suppose like on coin collecting websites and chat rooms, there's like groups of coin collectors who trash other coin collectors because they're picking up the wrong coins? And what the fuck? Why the hell are you picking that? Yeah.
Why are you grading with NGC when you should be grading with?
That's so funny. People just need villains for their stories. That's all it is.
Yeah. But that being said, Drama Alert is here for drama. So we've got some interesting drama that we've been talking about lately. And some of that interesting drama has to do with baseball cards lately. And I think that you guys have seen the craziness. I've talked about the headache that I have because I have $20,000 worth of baseball cards that are now worthless, and I'm not going to try to dump them on some unwilling eBayer. Thanks to our friend Wander Franco, who has been torn up in social media, and it sounds like he needs to go to jail. But humor is what it is, and there will always be dark humor. And I think that dark humor has always been the stuff that I love the most. I think that especially in dark situations, humor is necessary to make those situations less dark. It's funny how that works. You know, I remember when my brother was going through chemo and cancer, he would have these laughing fits on stuff that we were talking about, just ridiculous laughing fits because one, he was super, super high on RSO, but at the other point, you know, he needed to laugh about something. And it was always dark humor. He would make fun of himself and laugh about it. So it's weird how that works out. So we have some dark Wander Franco humor from our local card maker, Cartier West, aka Hartman. Look at this stuff. I mean, this is probably some of the funniest stuff I've seen in a long time. How about a dual autograph of Wander Franco and Chris Hansen? And for those of you guys that don't know, yeah, this is a good one.
That's nice.
Chris Hansen is the guy who would catch all the I don't want to say it on YouTube. Yeah, the predators.
Oh.
Thank you. The predators. Yes, that's a perfect way to say it. The predators. And Hartman killed it with the dual autograph on this one, man.
Is he selling that? That would probably be the most valuable Franco card right now.
So, do you know what the funny part is on this? Sports Card Radio saw his tweet about this card, and they featured it on his on their IG and stuff like that, and then gave his Twitter handle a shout out.
Yeah,
so
the one they say the one Wander Franco card going up in value this week is what they put.
Yeah, and then Cardi West on next, and then I was like, when I saw that post, I was like, I gotta post his IG on there too, just so like maybe people will find him.
That's the community cool. I'm talking about right there. Looking out for him, man. Shout out to Sports Card Radio. I love the guys over at Sports Card Radio. They're another one of those shows that I would almost be willing to produce behind the scenes just to help them in any way I can, because I love what they're doing. I love how they go after the crooks in their hobby, and that's a good thing because we want those crooks and those people doing crazy things, pack switches, mystery pack switches. Wi-Fi goes out and all of a sudden there's a different mystery pack hanging out there or something like that. These guys are definitely calling them out, and at the same time they're bringing a little bit of dark humor to the world, actually a lot of dark humor to the world. And
so have you seen? So I had no idea this was a thing, and I saw it in one of the Raz discords where he has that Youth Invasion insert card.
Yes. Oh my God, you're right.
Does that up. And I saw that, and I immediately went to go buy one, and there were none available to buy because, I mean,
dark humor.
So if this goes down and that's what he really did, does that not just become like his rookie card? Like that's like the fuckface card.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Like a card that says Youth Invasion on it. Like.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's literally, that becomes the card that you want if you want his card.
Like it's like the Menendez brothers card. Or by the way, did you see there is an update? There's a new combatant in the people in the background, aka the Menendez brother type card. I'm sure you saw it.
Are you talking about the
Jaw?
The Jaw.
Yeah,
the Jaw Chronicles Young Dolph card, right?
So we already know that Key Glock and Young Dolph are on this card, right? We've talked about this before. This is the Jaw Morant Chronicles card, and you guys can see right here, this is Key Glock right here, or Young Dolph, and this is Key Glock. Young Dolph died, so that's why everybody was going crazy for this card. But if you look very closely, there are some other people who are currently being talked about in the news in bad ways that are on this card.
We need to address them right now. Right now. That's the study. Hey, Zombie, you're fucking lying, dude. You're fucking lying. Okay, I told you from the beginning. Fucking beginning. I didn't want to do this. I did it for you. You told me straight up Take your time. I have no problem. There is no timeline. I told you. I don't care if it's fucking $5 or $25. I'm going to have them 60 to 90 days. Starting a new job at Del Mar. Just found out my dad got Agent Orange. He gets COVID. On top of that, my dog almost dies. But that's all excuses. Regardless, you said, do me a favor. I did you a favor and you're shitting all over me and you're not telling the truth. Meanwhile, when I sent them to fucking CGC and I finally gave you that one hard date because you keep saying, oh, I have all these dates and you keep saying, but no, I never gave you one hard date. I said I will try to get them done by Friday. I will try to get them done by Tuesday. Mind you, one of your books was so fucked up. Took me 2 weeks to work the fucking ball bearing and hand tools that I have to get those fucking creases out that I even told you is probably going to come back 9092. He ended up getting 498s and 96s. I said they were going to come back 298s, 90 to 92, and I best a 94. He got awesome grades. He posted on his Instagram. Shout out to Dollar. Both my books are mine, 98. Well, the other 4 books weren't his. And this is where the story gets really good, okay? He was telling me all this shit about a third party. I have all the receipts, the actual receipts from Twitter. I apologize in advance. I'm fired up right now. This guy is legitimately
slow down. Hold on.
No, hang on a second, Brian. No, hang on. I'll let you talk 1 second. This is the second time this guy's trying to cancel me. Second time. And I fucking did him a personal favor, and he's shitting all over me, and he's not telling the truth. So go ahead, say it, Brian, before I finish. I want to finish this part. I was thinking about this weekend. I was gonna let it go, but this motherfucker hides behind his fucking keyboard and runs his mouth, and he doesn't tell the truth. So go ahead, Brian.
So this is kind of what I'm talking about. You know, I just don't like it when this stuff happens, especially when they're my friends. And I think that Dollar is probably one of the best people in this community. I'll say that anywhere. But you know, we've all made mistakes in life, and we've all kind of ran with rhetoric, you know, and then you kind of realize that rhetoric might not be true. And I think Dollar, when he started hanging out with us and he started chilling with us and realized the type of people we are, he really has become one of the best parts of our community. Yeah. And
when I was in fax, I was a fucking prick. I was a piece of shit. Brian knows I struggle with some shit. I'm not going to use that for an excuse.
Yeah. So,
but when I do a personal favor for somebody and they're not telling the truth and they are legitimately trying to hurt me, him and one of his best friends, Brian's very long best friends, Trey, are in a little squabble right now. They're probably going to end up being friends in the long term. But this guy comes out of nowhere and he fucking starts posting some crazy stuff with some personal stuff that I tried to open up to him about including. But regardless, I didn't even want to look at it. I know the truth. The truth is this. I told you 60 to 90 days. The 2 books that were yours, you got your 9/8. The 4 books that weren't his were a third party.
Well, hold on, Richie, because I want to give some pretext just real quick. We're not going to spend too much time on this, but we're going to give you some
because
pretext.
he's in the live chat and he's telling the whole fucking story.
I know. So hold on, because nobody understands what's going on here. Yeah, Joe's like, well, good night, guys. Yeah, I get it. So we're going to give some pretext. Basically, what happened is Richie... Zombie Prophet reached out to get some books pressed, and he reached out to a couple people, and he ended up heading towards Richie's way, and the whole thing got out of whack. And I think that for whatever reason, Zombie Prophet, I don't even know what he's thinking, but I believe that Dollar told him that it would take some time. I'm not going to be able to get to him very fast, and if you're okay with that, that's what we're going to do. Is that right? Is that right, Dollar?
Yes.
Okay.
And he was. I'm in no timeline, so I'm calmed down now.
Yeah.
I'm a little pissed off because for full transparency, this happened with me and Steve Horn. When we were on Flipside, it was the first time I ever had a 30 or 32 book submission. It was the first time I ever had that big a submission. So it took me a really, really long time. And I'm a perfectionist. I do press slow. I have this little saying that less is more. Okay. But regardless, I got them done. You know, it took a little bit longer. It took longer, you know, with Steve. It took like probably like a month and a half longer, possibly up to 60 days longer. But he was very happy with the pressing, and I was proud of myself. And you know, we talked about it, and we had a good talk or what have you. And you know, I struggle with timelines. I struggle with organization. I struggle with reading. I struggle with reading.
But
I don't
here's the thing.
hang on a second. I'm trying to open up about something, and then I'll let you say whatever you want. I struggle with this stuff. But then when my family and my friends that are content creators, and on top of that, something's going on with my family, my content creator friends, I'm saying I'm going to do something for them too. And all of a sudden my dog and my dad get sick. Life starts setting in. Okay. Life starts setting in. And when I'm pressing a guy's books that says that he's my friend and he liked me so much and he has no timeline, but then after like 30 to 45 days, he's pressuring me and he's telling me, you know, hey, and he's saying his buddy, this third party, is the one that's saying all this stuff. Finally, we're in about the 65th day. I'm like, I got to bang this out. I got to get it done. So I start working on it. I got it done. I mean, I already had 2 books pressed, but there was 4 that were problems. I finally got them done like around the 72nd day. And I sent them to CGC. And when they were in process of shipping, which I have the receipts, they were in transit to CGC. He comes back and says, hey, my friend is going crazy. He says he wants to sue you. He wants to sue you. I said, why don't you give me your friend's information so I can talk to him, because this is like a game of telephone here. Okay. That way he can hear directly from me and he can understand the timeline and what's going on. He was kind of shaky about all this, but he was cool about it. Zombie Prophet, I give him that. ZP was cool about that. So I went to his friend and I said, hey, this is what's being said. And I showed him all me and his text threads about the pressing. I said, this is what's being said. He goes, well, I'm hearing all this from Zombie Prophet. I'm not hearing it from you. So I didn't know all this stuff. In his own words, you know, okay, it ended up a really good conversation. Within 2 days, I think 2 days later, max 3 days later, after I said they're in transit, CGC confirmed that they got him. He texted me, Zombie Prophet, and said, okay, they got him. A week later, CGC got a hold of Zombie Prophet and said, hey, man, the grades came back. I think it was 4 9/8 and 2 9/6. I got to look at my receipts. And he was so happy and this and that. Okay, so all that happened. So let's put that to the side, okay? I don't press.
So he got his books back, and he
got his
grades
books back.
better.
He got great grades, and the whole bit. He was so happy. He posted on IG. Shout out to Popcorn Culture, this and that. Cool. Okay. Then we got in it was like maybe 3 or 4 months. He was in the live chats or whatever. I didn't like what happened. I just wanted to stay away from him. I just thought, okay, this guy and me, we're just kind of like oil and water. I don't know him like a lot. Right. So keep him at arm's length, like Bryan always says. And he was in YouTube. You guys know how I always answer the comments and stuff like that. I like to associate with you guys and let you guys know that, you know, I care. We care. And I don't remember what was said, but I responded with, I think, bro, you read way too much into that. He took something the wrong way. And then he responded with something redundant and blunt, like probably I did as well. Okay.
Yeah, you guys started getting
and immediately within 1 to 2 minutes, that response had 5 likes on it. And then I responded back to that. I go, oh, wow. You know, I'm paraphrasing here. I don't remember the exact words. I was like, so you're basically using your alts to like your own fucking replies to your shit. And that was a whole nother situation. And it kind of just simmered off. I went to Twitter and I DM'd him privately, and I didn't tell anybody about this at all, not even Bryan. And I said, hey, let's call it what it is. You don't like me and I don't like you. Let's stay away from each other. I wish you the best, and I wish you all the respect. I wish you the best in your life. You know, something very respectful, man to man. And since then, right away, when he read it, he blew up my text message, which I had to block him. He blew up my text message, and he went to IG and he posted the Twitter conversation. and he put, in which I have screenshots as well, if you like the receipts, he put in there, I liked him so much. I just don't understand why he thinks I don't like him. And why would he say this to me and this and that? So since then, since I bruised his ego and I called it exactly like it is, that he don't like me and I don't like him, he is now fucking doing everything he can to try to cancel me. And unfortunately, I hooked up a friend. It took a little bit longer than it did. He got better grades than I estimated. And the guy is trying to put me through the fucking ringer. Like, what kind of person does that?
Yeah. I'm not a fan.
Can I say something just to kind of in your defense, Richie? And I can't speak to, you know, I send books to a lot of people. I actually haven't sent any books to Cheetah Press, but Leg, Hood, Jessup, Chung, you know, there's a lot of people out there. I guess to anybody out in the chat you are a collector, maybe you don't press a lot, maybe you don't grade a lot, maybe you've never done it before and you're thinking of reaching out to somebody in the community. You got to remember, these are regular people. These aren't businesses that churn through, you know, that have a factory and employees. These are people with jobs and families and their own stuff going on. Every single one of those names, and those are, you know, Hood and Leg, everyone, yes, there's been a time where something's taken quite a bit longer than you think it should. And you can't have an attitude about that, and you can't, it's part of the process. You got to be okay with it. You got to be understanding. You got to, you know, roll with, but you can check in. Nobody's going to be mad at you for checking in. Hey, you know, do I owe you money on that yet? Or are you sending those out yet? Just checking in. But you can't beat down somebody for that. I think that's important, and I think that's exactly kind of what's happening here. And I get it, as a collector, if you've got a couple of valuable books, you send them off, you know, those are your babies. You know, I've never met this person. I've seen them online. You get nervous about it. Just know that if you're dealing with one of these pressers that's in this community that you see online, like Rich or Hood, they're not stealing from you. They're not ripping you off. You're gonna get helped. It's just, you got to be a little patient now and then. You know, sometimes things go quicker, sometimes they don't. But just for other people out there, you know, you got to have some understanding.
Yeah, you hit that right on the nail. I don't even talk about pressing books for other people unless it's like somebody very close to me and they need it right away. I don't even do it anymore because of this whole zombie prophet thing. You guys haven't barely heard me ever say, hey, send me your books. I never say that, right? Send me your books. I always say Joe, because of what Zombie Prophet is doing, okay? And this would have never happened, I guess, and I blame this on myself. This is my fault to a T. I probably shouldn't have went to his Twitter. Well, I know I shouldn't have went to his Twitter and said, hey, and just called it like it was, because that's when he got unhinged. And I blame that on myself. That's my bad. I should have just fucking let it go. I should have just let it go and just ignored him and let him just do his thing. But unfortunately, I'm an emotional person. I care about this community as much as I care about my best friend or my family almost, you know. And it's a sad thing that somebody that I did a favor for is fucking continuously doing this when he got his books in a reasonable amount of time and he got good grades on them.
Yeah.
I don't understand this. Like, where is this coming from? Like Tony said, I'm not a professional. Chung-Yi is I've never met him in person, but I've talked to him many times in live chats. He's so nice. He's such a nice person. That guy's got massive presses. Joe's got presses. All these guys. I have one working press out of two. So I press my books when I can. I got one other customer right now. He's become a friend of mine. His name's Armin. I'm almost 50 books for him right now. And I'm also facilitating them through CGC. And it's expensive. It's on my dime. And that goes back to ZP. I didn't charge you one fucking penny, dude. I didn't charge you one penny because I thought you were a friend. I didn't charge you one penny until it was done at all. Nothing. Like Steve, I didn't charge Steve Horn any money either because I consider him a friend, you know? And I told you after I'll invoice you or what have you. Typically in my past, I want half up front and half when it's done. That's how I usually do it. Okay. Other guys do it their own way. But when I did invoice him, he paid right away. And it was all good. When I said they were on their way to CGC, 2 days later, he got the fucking confirmation that they were received. So I don't understand why he is just continuously. He just literally went in a live chat. I was studying for my Florida license, and he literally went in the live chat and he's trying to like beat this fucking same dead horse.
Yeah,
that is seriously.
And basically, I'm not a fan of. I think there's things that go too far sometimes, and it's one thing, I'm just not going to get into it. It's
go ahead.
Go ahead. I just don't like seeing my friends get shit talked about them, and then get piled on, right? And I think it's wrong. I think Zombie Prophet did some really behind the back sneaky shit that is super cheesy. I usually also give people the ability to come on the shows and be in the chat. And that's why I've been letting Zombie Prophet talk in the chat. I don't want to stifle any talk.
No, I don't want to block him. I could have blocked him. I don't want to block him.
Yeah.
I have nothing to hide.
I also don't do those things. But at the same time, man, he stepped over some really interesting lines that he knows, and everybody knows when they saw it what those lines were. And I lost a lot of respect for the dude. So that being said, there's your guys' context.
Guys. I apologize to the panel for fucking being. That was really rude of me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Carde. I mean that.
Well, Rich, you did it during the drama time, so it's a good time.
Good time to do it. Yeah.
Honestly, I was telling one last thing before we go. I want to tell you guys something. I told Bryan this the other day. I was at the dentist's office on Friday, and I said, man, the first time in 10 years of my life, I watched 10 years go by of my life between 2011, 2013, all the way to 2020, because I was addicted to heroin. I watched my life pass by. Sorry, it's hard for me to hold back. I've wasted my life, 10 years of my life. Finally, I got my shit together. I fucking applied myself. I passed a fucking impossible exam. I got all these licenses. I got all my credit figured out. All my child support and everything is current. Everything. I've been working my fucking ass off. The first time in my life I've been happy in 10 years. At least 10 years. Like legitimately happy. Like I could sleep at night. And all of a sudden out of nowhere, I have this person that wants to destroy me. And I can't figure out why. I just can't figure out why. It hurts. It hurts.
Hey, I know.
I'm sorry. I'm emotional.
Richie,
I can't hold this back.
Richie, I know it hurts, dude. And you know that we love you. And I just, I think it's important that we stand up for our friends and the people that we love. And we give people, we give people that have changed and that have become better people, become good people. We bring them closer in our circle and we keep the other people away. So I'm just going to say this, Zombie Prophet, you can stick around if you want. You can do whatever. You can continue to type in the chat that it's up on the screen. You keep on saying, read your things. I'm not going to read your things. I lost a lot of respect for you. And I gain more respect for the guy on the end right now, for coming on here and opening up like that. That's very important. And hopefully other people out there that see this use that in a way for positivity. So that being said, Richie, we love you, brother.
Thanks, man.
All right, bro.
Appreciate it. I'm sorry, guys.
Get back to studying.
no
I'll talk to
worries.
you when we're done.
All right, take care, guys.
Appreciate you,
All
bro.
right, later, Richie.
All right, you
Hey,
guys.
so I want to hear about this jaw card now.
Hey, man, stand up for your friends. Don't That's
Yeah.
important. That is a very endearing quality, and I suggest it on a lot of people. All right, back to our boy Cardier, who again did some very interesting things with that card. But the John Morant Key Glock card was the card I was talking about. And if you guys take a look at this card, there are two new combatants. We've got the Blindside family sitting right here. The Michael Oher adopted parents.
Oh, yeah.
Are sitting right here on the infamous John Morant card.
Oh, so is this why that card has been going up in price now?
It's gotta be. That's the only thing I can think of. If you guys don't know, the Blindside family is getting sued by the kid that they supposedly, adopted and they did the movie about and all that stuff. They're getting sued by I think his name's Michael Oher. And I don't know the situation. Every situation is there's gray in the middle, and I get that. But the thing that is very interesting is that, he's suing them for $15 million because he said they didn't give him enough money for the movie, I believe. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong there. But this guy was I think a Pro Bowl offensive lineman. He was a played in the NFL for quite a few years as a starting offensive lineman, and he's going after them for money. Now he's saying that they lied about stuff, but I don't know if it's stuff that hurts his. If they lied about stuff,
character.
Yeah, that hurts his character. If anything, I think that whole story makes his character better. Does it not? I could be wrong.
Because
I thought I read that he didn't get paid anything for the movie. I mean, you don't know what you read is true, but
yeah, you're right. Again, every story has two sides. That's for sure.
Yeah, because I saw on Sports Card Investor that this was like the number 2 card, and I was like, why the hell is this card going up? I was like, no one cares about Jaws rookies cards anymore and all that. And then I saw that I was like looking through recent sales on it, and I was like a PSA 9 $300. Like, what the hell is going on? So,
wow, lied about adopting him. That's interesting. That's weird. Well, I mean, maybe did they lie about officially adopting him, or did he actually live with them in their house at some point? If maybe they didn't officially adopt him, but he actually lived with them, and they were his mother and father figures for a long time.
I think it's something about where they got some paperwork so they could make legal decisions for him, but I don't think it was an official adoption. But I don't know the details of it, but
they tricked him. He was never adopted. They had the rights over his money, including his NFL agreements. Whoa. Wow. Yeah, that does not look good.
Yeah.
We're going to find out at some point in the end when all the information comes out.
I can't wait for the rest of the cards. The people in the crowd audience start making these cards even more.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy right here? We got to find out who that guy is. And
what did he do?
Yeah,
that'll be the new thing. You go back to Lakers rookie cards and see who's in the audience. See who's in the stands.
Well, there is
I'm kind of glad I held on to this card now, like this. Yeah. Oh,
there is a Pierre Turgeon. Let's see here. All right.
Yeah, because isn't there another card with what's his name, the comedian that started dating Kim Kardashian on it?
Pete whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Isn't he on I think he's on a couple cards.
I don't know about that one, but I do know about this one. I picked up the regular this. I picked up the artist proof, and then I picked up there's like a special mirror edition I think they did of this, and I picked them all up when this first came out just because I thought it was so cool. And this was when I got back into card collecting. I was only collecting hockey cards and rookies with unopened packs with rookies on front showing. That were basically the only thing I was collecting. And Garbage Pail Kids, old school Garbage Pail Kids. And so I went and heard about this at that time. This came out, and see this little kid right here, you guys. This little kid.
Yep.
That's Patrick Kane. That's one of the greatest American hockey players, if not the greatest American hockey player to ever play the game. Played for Chicago Blackhawks. He won multiple Stanley Cups. They consider him one or two greatest American player to ever play the game. And he got traded to the Rangers last year. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he plans on staying in New York. I haven't been following it very well, but there he is as a 8-year-old kid or something like that. And he grew up in St. Louis. And
so would that be
Buffalo,
his first card?
Buffalo. This is his first. This is his rookie card, dude. This is his pre-rookie card. This is his XRC.
Get a signature.
Yeah, you can get multiple signatures on this one. So, anyways, yeah. So the going from the Wander Franco Cartier card to the famous John Morant card is absolutely hilarious.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of funny because I'm kind of glad now I held on to that card because I was trying to sell it at one point, but then there's so many out there. But I guess it's my time to strike now.
Yeah.
I think you guys mentioned it last night, but the reason I'm not buying any sports cards is Miles Morales doesn't snap a hamstring or get arrested.
Yep. You're correct, sir. And this Wander thing has made me, I am just going to try and get out of all the prospects and stuff that I have that are worth grading and selling. I'm going to try to get out of them. Obviously, except the Wanders. I'm definitely not going to sell those Wanders now. But everything else, man, I'm getting out of. All right, one final thing for drama alert, you guys. Crime doesn't pay. This comes from our boy Vintage Comics and Toys. It says, crime doesn't pay. Suspect arrested in Time Warp robbery. So Time Warp Comics got robbed. There's the owner of Time Warp, Wayne Winsett, looking down at the case where all of his books were stolen. $14,000 worth of comics were stolen. And it sounds like the suspect was arrested. It says here, crime doesn't pay. This axiom held true for the thief who broke into Time Warp Comics and Games in Boulder on Friday, July 28th, smashing through the glass front door with a hammer and leaving with a reported $14,000 worth of comic books. Just 2 weeks later, a suspect was arrested by the Boulder Police Department. The man in custody, James Ware, 35, is a resident, and he was booked on 5 charges, not all of them related to the Time Warp robbery. And that's what usually happens, right? They catch the criminal for another thing, and they find out he's got a bunch of stolen goods or something like that. But the Time Warp guy said, I just got the call on Friday night from Boulder detective working the case, letting me know they got him. She's been on top of it, which has been great. It's just good to see something actually happen, to see it being worked on, the case being worked on and solved, at least so far. So I hope he gets his books back. I don't know what the word is, if they got their stuff back or not, but chat, let us know more on this. We try to show on the drama report segment any thieves that get caught on cameras stealing stuff. It happens all the time in comic book stores and card stores, and hopefully one of these days, because we show them on this show, they'll get caught, Shout out to our boy Brad Sylvan. All right, you guys. Very interesting drama alert for the night. And I do want to say it one more time, ending this drama alert by saying, we love you, Richie. We appreciate you. And I think Richie needs to win the Comic Book Community Awards for Host of the Year or Person of the Year. So let's go vote Richie for Person of the Year and that. I think that would be something cool. All right. Out of drama alert. There we go. All right, let's get into some FOC. FOC taking a look at our boy Lefteros, and at the same time Cover Price, in tandem with Cover Price. I want to talk about Cover Price real quick too before we get in about Lefteros. Cover Price is quickly becoming the best, if not one of the best, comic book tools, websites out there. I don't know. Yeah. And they are not paying me. I wish they were. They have updated their site a little bit. And check this out. So you used to have to, and I use Cover Price for all the Hot 10, Almost 10, Buy the Dip stuff. If you guys don't know, I do the production for House of Stein and for the Hot 10. And so usually Stein will give me a list of all the books sometime, during the day, and I'll spend the next 3-4 hours collecting all the images, making all the info on the books and all that stuff, and finding out what little information about them to put on all the graphics and all that stuff. And for the most part, 90% of it comes from Cover Price. So I want to thank Cover Price for that. But they made it so easy on me. It used to be that you would have to go in here and type not only the issue you're looking for, but what is the new Amazing Spider-Man with Spider-Boy? Is that 26? With Spider-Boy? So now you used to have to put the number in a different box. They made it all in the same box, which saves me time. And then look at this. Instead of going to their normal thing like it used to, it breaks it down in these way. It gets you a little preview, and I can copy and paste this image. Used to, I would have to cut it myself. Using a snipper. And now I can use their images for my graphics, which makes it so much easier on myself. And then you click this little button, and it will take you to the regular information. And this is where I get all the information. I copy and paste this for the graphics. And if it's a key, it'll tell me what the key is and that type of stuff. So again, big shout out to Cover Price. And also check this out. So when you're at this page, if there's variants, you can click the variants right here, and it'll show you the variants also. So it just makes it a lot easier. I talked to Matt about this. I said how great it was, and he said they're just getting started. More and more coming. So make sure you guys go check out Cover Price. I'm hoping at some time we'll get some type of code to give you guys where you'll get a percentage off, or you'll get to check it out for like 3 months for free or something like that, because it is, like I said, becoming one of the best sites, not only for like tools utilizing your collection, checking prices on books, but also for people who are content creators. It's a great tool for content creators. So
100%.
Do any of you guys use Cover Price actively to log your own collections?
No, but I'm going to start because of this. Right? If they make it even easier for me to do it, I'm going to start either using it to not necessarily log my own collections, but to create want lists, that type of thing.
I couldn't log my collection if I wanted to. So
yeah.
I know in talking to Matt, that was a couple of years ago now, he and somebody else was also working on it, a way to photo log the problem with logging your collection is you got to like either type the information in or find it in a drop down menu. But Matt said they were working on a way to, like Google Lens, where you take a shot of the cover and it identifies what the comic is and puts it into your collection. Newsstand, cool. Direct. That would be. I would love to have a program where I could log my collection, but the only way I would do it is if it had like a photo log like that.
I do that with cards. I have a program I use to log my collection with cards. It's called, is it Card Ladder or Colex? Collector X, I think it's called, or something like that. And you can take pictures of your cards, and then it'll immediately tell you what the card is and what it's selling for, and then it'll scan that picture. You can use that picture if you want, or you could use a template picture, for it.
Yeah,
but
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be great if they do that for comics, for sure. But at the same time, here's the other great thing about Cover Price, is that they're very good about updating their stuff. I know, I'm bringing up books on the Almost 10 or Buy the Dip or the Hot 10. And Stein's bringing up books on the Hot 10, Almost 10, the Buy the Dip, and that might not be on Cover Price. And I'll go find information about it. I'll find the covers and I'll show them, on the Hot 10. And then Matt will update those, and I know he does the same thing for Nearing Nirvana when Yee and everybody's, Long Short are doing, what was it, Long Story Short over there, they do Cover Price too, and Nearing Nirvana uses all the Cover Price stuff, and Lucy will contact Matt and say, hey, this isn't in there, or Jen will contact Matt and say, so that's what's really also a really great thing. There are a lot of great tools that are out there. Cover Price, Key Collector, Whatnot, eBay, Short Box, Go Collect. Use whatever you can. If you like how to use them and they work for you, use those tools the best you can. And this is a great one.
Yeah, I love how to be able to look at historical prices for slabs, not just like the last 90 days. Go back 5 years, see what 9/8 have been selling for. It's really awesome.
Yeah, it sounds like CLZ is another great one.
But CLZ and Cover Price, they collab together too.
Oh, good. Even better.
Yeah. So it'll import pricing from Cover Price.
I wished that there would be more collabing with those companies. I know a lot of them basically do the same thing, and they're kind of
use the same kind of data,
going against each other,
right?
Yeah, but anytime that those companies can work together and make each other better, I think it's great. All right,
and Matt's just such a great guy.
Yeah, he's one of the best. Both of them are, dude. I think it's John, Matt, and John, right? Am I wrong? Is it John?
Or CLZ? I'm not sure.
Cover Price. Anyways, Lefteros did his FOC selections for the week of August 20th, and there are a couple really good pickups for your FOC selections in here. Shout out to Lefteros for picking his favorites this week. And we're going to start off with one we talked about the other day on Comic Man Andy's Comic News Weekly, which we do every Tuesday over there. We talk about new books and stuff like that. This Rare Flavors #1 is coming out. It recently had a ash can that came out that everybody were trying to get, but the actual series is coming out on the 20th, and it's a new series by Ram V and Felipe Andrade, or Philip Andrade. I'm not sure if it's Felipe or Philip, but Andrade doing all the art, and it looks crazy. It looks kind of like almost like a Chew type style idea, maybe. Very interesting. This is the cover A, so be on the lookout for that. It says, discovering the tantalizing tale of Ruben Bakish, a demonic Rakshasa, which I don't know what that means, but it says here, the ash can for the series by Ram V and Philip Andrade definitely left me wanting more. Now on to the main course with this debut issue. So there you go. And then this is another one that we talked about, I think, recently. We talked about the cover, because something about the cover really pops out on this one, this Simone DeMeo cover. And this is Batman and Robin #1, and you're getting the first appearance of Shush, a cameo appearance, it looks like. This is the female version of Hush. Is that right? So, Lepro says, when the solicitation said that a new villain watches from the shadows, it meant literally, this is the first appearance of Shush, but she is not revealed. I enjoyed reading this and loved what Williamson and Simone DeMeo did with the first issue. So.
Ooh, I looked up what Shasa is. It's in Hindu mythology, it's a type of demon or goblin.
That's cool.
Rakshakas have the power to change their shape at will and appear as animals, as monsters, or in the case of female demons, as beautiful women.
Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah. I'll read this for sure.
It's a dope cover.
Yeah. Moving on to Amazing Spider-Man #34. This is the John Romita Jr. cover, which is just not good. And but it's not the worst John Romita Jr. cover. It says possible intro of Peter Parker as a version of the Green Goblin. On this one, you got Patrick Gleason art, story by Zeb Wells. Yeah, I'll pass. Yeah, exactly, Brad. I'll pass on this one. So, I'm not a fan.
I mean, does it just seem like there's people like that were just running out of ideas, or are people just that lazy, or like if you had a story at one point that was about, the Green Goblin being Spider-Man, why do we now need a story about Spider-Man being Green Goblin? Why do we need a Shush? Like, no one even cares about Hush. Like,
yeah.
I think, it's these characters that have been around for, 50, 60 years. At some point, you got to try anything, I guess.
It's like, I want the familiarity of this character, but in a different form, right? Instead of just creating a new character.
Would you guys rather have them come up with new character ideas and just bring in the old school heaters every once in a while, like every, like 3 times a year, like they'll bring out some old school heater, like, a Green Goblin or Kingpin, but only like 3 times a year will they bring out the old school guys, and they're coming up with new ideas for like villains and stuff for the rest of the year? Or would you rather have them work constantly on the old school heaters and bring in 1 to 2, 3 new people a year?
I think bringing in old school characters every once in a while, and then introduce new characters, but then have them somehow related to them of why they're influenced by that person.
I don't want any more of that. I'm tired of that. I want new. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need another grandchild of Norman Osborn or.
I mean, like, not like actually related, but like influenced by them somehow. Like, like, hey, they spared my life as a kid or whatever, and da da da.
Yeah. I want arcs. I want 7, 12 issue arc of a story like the old X-Men. You'd get like a self-contained movie, and sure, introduce a character in there, but have a story, like a well-written story. I think a lot of what we get now is just concept. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if this happened? And hey, we can get these 2 artists to make a cool cover of that concept, and then there's never a story to go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think they need to figure out something, because it's just not working. It is just not working. That's for sure. All right. Next. Probably one of the 2 picks this week that is a must buy. This is Star Wars Bounty Hunters #38, the E.M. Gist variant. That is just fan-freaking-tastic Cad Bane art.
You don't like Cad Bane?
Really?
Didn't they kill him in the show?
Not. Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, what? there's that
Kinda.
beeping on his monitor or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
so no one knows if he's actually dead or not, but everyone's
And
assuming he's dead.
this actually has some good stuff in the inside too. They're doing that droid war stuff in this, which is fascinating. It's good. It's actually good in my opinion.
Oh, the Dark Droid stuff.
Yeah,
I keep on hearing that from a lot of people.
Yeah. I think it's
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. All right. I like that a lot. This is I think it's just a ratio or a A or B cover, right? They're doing the Clone Wars 15th anniversary. This isn't like a 1 in 10 or anything. Is it?
No, I think it's open order, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's the A cover variant. Like they're doing a lot of the Clone War anniversary covers that are.
Who was the actor they got to play him? I never heard about that.
It was it was just a CG and mask stuff. I don't even remember who did his voice.
I don't know.
Cad Bane. He was
It'd be
amazing.
a good one to get a signature on if you knew who it was.
I think Dave. I would rather just have
Corey-
Dave Filoni's signature on all this stuff. You know, if I was gonna get like any Star Wars Ahsoka stuff signed, I would rather just have Dave Filoni sign it than anybody else. Is that weird?
It was Corey Burton. That was the voice
There you
voice
go.
actor
Yeah, there you go.
for Book of Boba.
Yep.
But
That'd be
yeah,
great.
but how often do you get a signing opportunity with like Dave Filoni, right?
Not very often, but that's probably the only one I would want to make a trip to a con to get something signed. You know, kind of like George Lucas. But
Yeah.
anyways, next, here we go. Star Wars Dark Droids D Squad #1. I thought the Bounty Hunters was maybe they're not doing that in that one. I don't know. Who knows? Bounty Hunters 38 was that one. This is Dark Droids D Squad #1. And you've got the first appearance of the D Squad. So, there you go. And then next, Uncanny Spider-Man #1, introduction of Nightcrawler as Uncanny Spider-Man. Get the Tony Daniel cover. Yeah.
I always like Nightcrawler. I'll pick that up.
I like Nightcrawler too, but I'm just tired of this. It's
Yeah.
boring.
I like
been
the
done
Scotty
a
Young
thousand
cover.
times. Well, that's what we're going to get into. So the other two books that I think are just amazing. The Art Germ foil for Batman and Robin #1, I agree, is great. Love that character. And then the Scotty Young covers, dude. The Predator vs. Wolverine and the Uncanny Spider-Man. Scotty Young has just become... By the way, I heard from people that... I get some information from time to time, a person, in the know that, and it's probably already known, so tell me if it is, but that Scotty Young is the highest paid cover artist in comics. So, yeah. And I can see why. So there we go. Check out Cover Price. Follow Lefteros Comics. He also does a great job doing new comic book day stuff also, so go check it out. And then that leaves us just to go check out our boy Billy over at Economic and Comics for his pre-order bundle page where you can get put in to buy these FOC pre-orders in great bundle packages. So check it out. That's economicsincomics.com and their bundle collections stuff. Of course, you got the Alpha Flight. There's the Amazing Spider-Man. This is the Dave Johnson variant, which is another just crappy character with Spider-Man, that Gold Goblin guy. The Batman facsimile, no thank you. There's the Art Germ.
Are they really doing a blank variant of that? Is that what I
The
saw?
Batman? Yeah. That might be,
that could be
that's
cool.
not a bad idea. If you could get your artists to be like, hey, do a version of, Batman #1 on here.
Yeah, you could get random characters doing it.
Yeah. That's not a terrible idea. I dislike the whole idea of making facsimiles, but if you're doing this only, I don't know. Or maybe this and a foil only. Who knows?
Yeah. That could be a thing, I guess.
Kale New. You got the Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries with Batman Beyond and the Royal Flush Gang. Royal Flush Gang. You just got to mute yourself, I think, Tony. There's something going on with his sound. Check your sound. Let's bring him back in. Check. You good?
Yeah, I was just switching from phone to...
You're good. All right.
Yep.
There's a Batman and Robin blank cardstock variant. Batman Incorporated. John Timms with the... What is that? Ghost? What's that character's name?
The Ghost Maker? I don't remember.
Yeah. Batman White Knight presents Generation Joker number 5. That's interesting right there. Black Hammer The End. Bloodborne. Anybody know much about Bloodborne? I don't know much about that. Chopping Block. Creepshow. There we go. So you got the Guillermo March variant for Creepshow. There's the regular. You have the Becky Cloonan, which is awesome. They did a black and white for San Diego for this.
It's the Ashcan though, right? For the San Diego.
Yep. Cull number 2 is coming out. These regular covers for Cull are great, man. Look how great that art. The number 1 was excellent. Check those out. There's a Tula Lotte variant for that. All right, we got some more pages to go. Cull Andrew J. Sellis variant. Cult of Carnage Misery number 5. That's an interesting cover. Damn them. Hollywood Stark Spacious Hollywood Special. Is anybody reading this? This is number 2. And this looks interesting. Very interesting. I like that time period, like Golden Age Hollywood and noir style, you know. So it's an IDW book. Danger Street number 9. You get this Walter Simonson cover of Dr. Fate. That's pretty cool. That's interesting. That's an interesting cover right there.
It's cool with the Ox and stuff.
Ji-Hung Lee, Dark X-Men. Dark X-Men's great, by the way. Dark X-Men number 1. Holy cow. Salvador LaRocca.
That Ji-Hung Lee cover, I don't really like it.
You don't like it? She looks too thin. Yeah, she
well,
looks
the
too
neck,
thin.
the neck looks weird too on the cover.
Yeah, she looks like a giraffe.
Yeah, and there's a 1 in 100 of that too,
Oof.
in a Virgin variant. And I'm like, kind of like,
Yeah, he phoned that in.
Dead by Daylight. Deadpool Batter Blood. There's a Liefeld variant for everybody. Fence Redemption. Fish Files. Fish Flies. I always want to call it Fish Files. Fish Flies. Did you ever get that Fish Flies Frizzen covers? Did you guys get any of those?
Mm-mm.
No. That was a real good cover. Godzilla War for Humanity. We talked about that on... That's actually an interesting cover.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about number 1 last night, but that's interesting right there. That's really cool. I like that. Yeah, they can do
the 1 in 50 rate.
Yeah, this is the cover A. Yeah, we talked about the 1 in 50 last night. Yeah, the retailer incentive.
Yeah.
Green Lantern.
I like that cover a lot better than number 2.
Here's your Rose Besh Chibi variant. Ooh, well, look at this. Pablo Villalobos. Shout out to Lobos. We're going to talk about him more later on.
That's pretty dope cover.
That's all right.
I don't know if I like that or if I don't like it.
He needs to start doing backgrounds.
It's in the middle.
Yes, I agree.
He just does figures, and like, there's so many people that do that. Like,
yeah, I agree. He's got to start doing some backgrounds or something. He can't just. He's got to change it up a little bit. Guardians of the Galaxy, Peach Momoko, Howard the Duck. What do you guys think?
I like it.
It's actually,
I like it.
Yeah, it's actually good.
Like, it looks proportionate too, like for Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy #6. There's a regular cover. That's interesting. Hexagon Bridge #1. I Hate Fairyland. Interesting cover. Loki #4. Looney Tunes Madness. What is this? That's interesting. AWA Upshot. Is that what it is? AWA. All right, let's keep going. We're almost done. The Madness #2. That's an interesting cover. I'm surprised they get away with that, like looking so much like Jason, you know?
Well, they had the Maniac of New York.
Yeah.
That actually had like a machete and everything too.
Yeah. It's weird, huh?
Yeah. The
Met
Cramps
Cadets.
homage too.
This is an interesting series.
I'm surprised the Madness didn't do like a Madness album cover if they're going to do a punk rock homage.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. This is weird. Money Shot Comes Again. Jesus. He's waiting for that. Look at these covers. Tim Seeley.
Met Cadets is still on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah, Met Cadets is, yeah. There's a In-Huck Lee variant for that.
Oh, Billy's in the chat. He says, Madness is an amazing read. Don't miss out.
There we go. There we go. We'll have to check that out. Shout out to Billy. Make sure you guys sub up to Economics and Comics if you're not already. I really like this My Little Pony. No, I'm just joking.
Hey, don't hate on the ponies.
I don't hate on the ponies. That everybody always makes fun of me because I bring them up. Let's take a look. Yeah, who's doing this cover? Zip is Pip. Pip is Zip. Garcia. No Trish Ford.
It has its own category.
Yeah.
Well, and then, the first time I met Brian Woods, that was one of our conversations. Like
My Little Pony.
It was like we're discussing our favorite ponies.
Is that Josh Middleton?
What? Oh, right here.
What?
Negaduck?
Yeah, Middleton.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, Josh Middleton. Trish Forstner did a variant too. Let's take a look at Trish's. Here's Trish's right here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, look at that.
Pepe
play on
Sylvia.
Yeah.
The homage of an homage that's not even out yet.
Yep. Hey, that
Wait,
happened
did the
a
Sonic
lot, my
one?
friend.
Yeah, it just came out, but this was already like up for pre-order before the Sonic one came out. Like that's the point we're at right now.
Jay Lee.
So which one was first?
The Sonic one.
There's a foil of the Jay Lee in the middle, and the foil of the Jay Lee might be good. Look at that. If it really accentuates that like violet color in the background with the yellow and the red. Predator versus Wolverine #1. I'm not surprised that there's that homage cover.
Oh, did you see the opposite one though?
Yeah.
There you go.
Jeez. Scotty Young is where it's at.
But the one thing I do like about the homage of that it's like the opposite. They're facing each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's from each of their point of views.
Yeah. This one's kind of interesting. The McNiven.
But does that look like another cover to you though?
They all do.
Like
at
for
this
some
point.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They all look like a Wolverine versus Sabretooth cover or something, you know? Queen of Swords.
Or like somehow much to the Weapon X stuff.
Yeah, everything's somewhat of an homage these days, I feel. Here is a B foil cover. Is this Fabio Moon that did this cover? It says Moon cover. I don't know if that's Fabio Moon. Gabriel Ball and Fabio Moon, the brothers that used to do that comic book Girls. Did you guys ever read that back in the day? It's a crazy book.
Mm-hmm.
Scarlet Couture, the Munich File. Ooh, that's interesting. Look at that. Derek Chu. Huh. Here is the Kudransky stuff that I feel like he always puts out at least one really good homage cover in the Something Epic variants. Let's see if there's.
This is a homage. Is that Hook?
Oh, look at there we go. All you freaking Corn fans out there.
Oh boy, I gotta buy that now.
Are you serious? Just because you're a Todd McFarlane fan, or because you're a Corn fan?
Both.
Ah.
Why not both, dude? Do you not like Corn?
No, not at all, dude. Corn is
What?
Corn.
Get out of here.
The lead singer of Corn is the worst lead singer in any band ever. Their bass player sounds like his bass is putting out dad farts.
Wow.
The guitarists are good just because they changed music and everybody wanted to play a 7-string after them. I like Head and Monkey, but David Silvera is an amazing drummer. He had to quit because he got hurt, but Jonathan Davis and Filth ruined that band, man.
Bro.
I'm a Deftones fan, dude.
I'm a fan of Deftones too. Why can't you like both things?
I'm not making fun of you necessarily.
No, I know.
Fight.
No, I know.
Music drama. This is what I've been looking for all my life.
That's just crazy to me. Like I understand. Like I
think
know a lot of people don't.
It changed for me during this album because I thought this album was going to be really good, and it was just so overproduced, and I liked it for a little bit, and then I realized how bad Jonathan Davis is, man. He is so bad, and like, there's always that saying that you can have, like, your music can be amazing, but if you have a bad lead singer, it ruins the whole band. If you have a really good lead singer, if you have a really good lead singer and a decent band, a decent guitar, bass, drums, whatever accompaniment, it's a great band. But if you have a shitty lead singer and a shitty band and a great band, it's a shitty band. You know what I mean? A bad lead singer can ruin some of the best music ever, and I just feel like that happened with Korn.
Brian, you got to get like a cage match graphic, so when like a disagreement comes up that we have to hash out, we just have to stop and hash it out. Put up the cage match, and each of you take a turn and fight, and see who wins.
Mortal Kombat.
Korn is like one of the godfathers of that genre.
They are.
For the
I give them
like
credit.
The metal,
I just don't like them.
For the new metal like rap.
I still love you.
Rock thing.
More.
They lost me at issues. Is what
more
happened.
Sonic. Any 1 in 10s this week for Sonic?
Any Delato Sonic covers?
No. But Hades was good. Did anybody pick up the Hades Delato?
No, I picked up the. Oh, why am I having a brain fart now? I'll think of it and then I'll let you know.
More Star Wars. Return of the Jedi 40th. I like these connecting covers of the droids, the Casanovas variants. These are great. I wish they would just do a wraparound.
The Maleficent Jay Lee cover. Yeah.
This is a great cover right here. I don't know why, but I really like it. I think they could have made the trade dress a little bit better, but man, this looks good for some reason, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like Aja or
who is it?
It is Tom Riley.
Okay.
Here's the other part of the connecting variant for the droids, Casanovas. So good. That looks so good with the purple eyes on them with the dark droids.
Roger.
Yeah, and then this one's great. The old school droids packaging, and it's got he's been corrupted. The purple lights is a great little twist. Bounty Hunters 38, the Grievous cover. There's a Hyperspace Stories blank. And then you've got, this isn't a bad cover right here, man. The Carrie Nord one. You got
just the story's not that good.
And Cad Bane on it, and it's old school looking. It's got the old school trade dress. It looks like old school Dark Horse. I like that. It's got Disney on it though. Strange Academy, Moon Knight #1. That's interesting. What's going on there? Why are they bringing Moon Knight into Strange Academy stuff? The multiversal math bowl at Brooklyn Visions had some pretty devastating consequences that have brought the Strange Academy kids to Manhattan. Now they've entered the orbit of Moon Knight. Is a new villain called the Equation more than even Moon Knight and his midnight mission can handle. One chapter of a thrilling 3-part saga. That's a great character. I like that they're still doing stuff with Strange Academy, but I feel like they have something so good with Strange Academy that they should put more effort into making really good stories with Strange Academy. That's a two great design characters right here for sure.
Well, do you think they're doing all these team ups with different characters to see kind of like where they fit in?
Throwing darts.
Yeah. Like, I mean, because like, who was the previous mashup? It was like with Miles, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, that's weird.
They really need a Disney Plus Strange Academy show.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they're probably like building up more backstory for them, right? To work off.
But I think there's enough. I mean, you only need 8 issues for a full season or something. I think Disney Plus is better for new characters because there's not as much expectations and you can try things.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's take a last little quick rundown of the last page. Pink Elephant, that's an interesting cover. Traveler's Guide to Flagoria, Uncanny Avengers 2.
What does that land look like? It's all right.
It's not bad. Dude, I just think Psylocke's such a great cover star that it's hard to make a Psylocke cover bad. This isn't a bad cover either. I like how it looks, how it's designed. That's a cool cover.
Who is that?
I
don't even know who that is.
I don't even know who it is either. Icon? Brotherhood of Evil Mutants? I don't know. Chat, let us know. All right. We've got the Uncanny Spider-Man stuff. Uncanny Avengers. There's that Lee Garbett variant. The regular cover. What If Dark Carnage? Let's see, what does this look like? No, it's not bad. I like these What If tales that they do. The What If Dark. I think the character that they had. Yeah. The Moon Knight character was cool. Look at here's the Greg Capullo Wolverine cover. That's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to that. That's a cool Wolverine and Hulk cover. With the different Wolverines back there.
They keep trying with Wildcats, huh?
Yeah. Rose Bash. Wonder Woman War of the Gods Special Edition #3. I wonder what if that's gonna have something good in it. Teen Titans, X-Men Annual 1, and Zom Vikings. So there you go. That is Economics and Comics FOC bundles page. Make sure you guys go check out what Billy's doing. He is one of the best.
Sick.
Bro.
Right. Mm-hmm. Have you guys seen this? This came out in solicitations today. It is a cover by Ben Oliver.
Oh, wow.
For Batman Santa Claus Silent Night #1.
They're doing a Batman and a Santa, that movie comic.
I don't know. It says the 4-part crossover. That's just so amazing right there, dude. The 4-part crossover event of a generation begins when a not-so-jolly Saint Nick hits Gotham City to investigate a brutal crime in the days leading up to Christmas. What manner of man or beast could have committed such atrocities? With the help of his former student, Batman, Santa will team up with the heroes of the DC universe to right this wrong, or the world wakes up to coal in their stockings. A brutal two-fisted holiday tale of hope, wonder, and monster hunting. It's a perfect treat to ring in the holidays. It's Claus and Cannon. I love shit like this, dude.
I'm pretty sure South Park did this already. So.
A lot of them have, dude. Here's the other covers. This is interesting.
Yeah, the first cover, or that picture you were showing, it looked like who's the actor that played him in that movie and played in the MCU, played the Red Guardian.
Oh yes,
David Harbour.
Yeah, David Harbour.
That's why I asked if it was like a tie-in with that movie, because it looks like him.
I don't know. I just think this is a fun idea. Look at that. That's gonna be a big buy right there.
That's funny.
Yeah. But man, this one, holy cow, is that good?
That is one lustrous beard. Uses product.
I like how he's all just tore up. Anybody know what's happening with the fight, by the way? Speaking of tore up, how is who's fighting right now? Did Sugar Sean fight yet? Anyways, I thought this was pretty cool. Some of those there was a book that was it Rick Remender or Tony Moore was doing? It was something called like Last Christmas, I think it was called. It was like a 3-issue series back in the day. That was pretty good. I think Image put out. I remember reading that. I watched a cool little TikTok video about supposedly Santa Claus in the Marvel Universe is the most powerful mutant. And, you know, he's like, it's known in the universe. So I think that's kind of cool. It's just fun. How would I explain that to a grandchild? You don't show this to a grandchild, my friend. This will scare a kid. This will ruin a kid right here, dude. Dude, you want to ruin a kid worse than telling him Santa isn't real? Show this to him. Say, this is Santa. This is who leaves you your presents, and if you're bad, he's going to fucking eat you. Hansel and Gretel style.
Krampus.
Yeah, Krampus. Holy cow. That's a great comment right there. Holy shit. Oh, man. Violent Night sequel in the works. Okay. Deal with that. All right. Let's get into... Before we end it with some pickups, I got some stellar pickups. We need to talk about IG art this week. I've got some cool IG art to share with you guys. Starting off with, you guys know when I go through this IG art stuff, I find stuff that I want also. I like to show you guys stuff that I'm into. And I need, if there's anybody out there that is good at 3D printing that can make me like just a couple of these that are probably, I would say, like, I don't know, like 2 feet tall, maybe, 3 feet tall. But instead of Spock, I want it to be a skeleton with the beard that is the logo, the Beyond Wednesdays logo, and I want to get them and then send them out to artists and then just have them cool, like paint them up all cool and do cool shit to them. I think that would be cool, right?
Yeah. Hit up Comics Main on that.
It says this is from the best 3D printed figures delivered to you. So this is something you can buy these, I guess, but I don't want Spock. Obviously, I want a skeleton with the freaking Beyond Wednesdays beard and headphones. I think that would be sick. And skeleton hands like that, and maybe having like maybe like a joint in his fingers or something, or in his mouth, or a place where I can put a joint in his mouth, kind of like on the Jobu. You can put the cigarette in his mouth.
Cigar, right? Put the end on that. Yeah. There you go. Just don't steal his rum, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make I'm getting ready to make my background in here and set up the room a little bit better. So I'm finding like all the cool things I want to frame and put behind me. But I want to take and make like a little shelf and put Jobu on it and have like a little rum glass, and we'll make a little offering to Jobu every show.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're building a shrine around that.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
All right. John Boy Myers might be one of the best blank cover sketch artists out there. He's doing some covers for CGC. Look at these, dude.
Oh, wow.
Just black and white. Absolutely amazing. He's wrapping up the last few CGC sketches, round 1. Holy
The
cow.
Doom is nice.
I like the Doom, yeah.
There's another one. That is so amazing.
Yeah, he's been knocking it out of the park.
Look at that. Shout out to John Boy Myers.
What was he? I'm curious. What was he charging for the sketches he was doing at CGC?
Great question.
Was it like a CGC private signing situation or whatever?
Let's take a look. Wow, dude, that's on an all black cover. It looks like, or maybe he blacked it. Yeah, if he did, that's amazing. Look at that Batman. This is on a Fan Expo remark. That's pretty good. All right, let's see here. Does he say Fan Expo, August 10th through 11th? I'll be at Fan Expo this weekend. I'll have comics, sketchbooks, prints, and remarks up for grabs. I don't think he really says. Fan Expo Boston. Trying to find CGC. I wonder if he has a CGC signing event or something. Chat, let us know if you got in on. Man, look how good those are. That's freaking awesome. There's a great little remark too.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Yeah, it doesn't say. What would you pay for that one of these? What would you pay for that? Did you pay $500?
What would I be willing to pay for it?
Yeah.
I think like
250.
Like 300 to 400 would be like cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more than I'd spend.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't want to go over 3.
Yeah, I'd say probably 350 might be my cap. I think 300 for a really good sketch cover is very like worth it, you know? So
yeah, because I know a lot of times like artists will break it down by full body character, headshot, or like mid torso to head. Versus headshot, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So
I think that maybe that's why this is so good, because it is mid torso to head instead of just a headshot.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. I'm not a big fan of that one though. But man, the Doctor Doom is awesome, and so is the Spawn ones. They're good.
Yeah.
Let me go back. All right. I made a post about this. This is AI art again, and I know there's people out there that have a feeling about AI art, but this is
sick.
Dude, this is so good right here. It's the X-Men with a traditional Japanese influence, right?
Mm-hmm.
God damn, that is beautiful.
Where it has like the great wave, like waves. And
yeah.
Just the writing in the background.
The background. Look how great he looks. Look at this, dude. Wait until you see the storm. The storm is amazing. Like, this is what I would think Peach Momoko at her best would do. Right here. Look at that one's kind of cheesy. That's amazing right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or like when she was doing her Demon Days like storyline. It like, could you imagine if like the artwork looked like this, or
next level? Like, she would be up there with Frizen in my mind if this is what Peach Momoko art looked like. I hate that we're saying that based on AI art, but this stuff is so beautiful that you can't deny how gorgeous it is.
Yeah.
The The Wolverine looked like it kind of pulled from Sam Keith a little bit.
Yeah. There's another Wolverine coming up. That one's good.
Yeah.
That one's okay.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah, sweet.
That's a 10 right there.
It looks like Battle Boost.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just so good, dude.
Or like a kaiju of some sort.
This part right here, his like tattoos or whatever that is on his fur there. I mean, the braids, the face. Like usually Beast, it's hard to make Beast look this freaking cool. Something about him usually looks a little off. The background's great. The design, like if these were covers, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
People trying to make me hate AI art, but it's hard sometimes.
It's so hard when stuff like this comes out, dude. It is so hard when it comes out like this to hate on it. And I get it.
It just makes me wish that other people could draw better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's about all that really comes down to. I mean,
that's interesting.
Why
AI
can't someone do this stuff?
Yeah.
Like, why is no one doing this and putting it on a cover? Why is a computer doing it? Like,
yeah. The Storm is a 10. The Beast is a 10, and so is that.
Yeah.
The colors look amazing. I don't see really any. I mean, I would have to really nitpick this to see something wrong with it. And usually you'll see something really wrong with AI art right off the bat.
I don't even care if he had 6 fingers in that. I'd still buy it.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5. Oh, man.
Oh, someone's asking what's this being used for?
It doesn't say. It just says AI by Noctco. And it just says X-Men. Need these for posters, right?
That's all. Yeah, okay, but Zaba, that's all artists do anyways.
Yeah.
There's no artist out there that's like truly original. Like
Yeah, they're getting...
everyone pulls from everyone else. Like,
yeah. Yep.
It's not
All
really
right, the main event is just starting for it sounds like, so we'll keep an eye on the chat for the Sugar Sean fight. All right. Hold on, we got some more here. All right. This is interesting. I want to know what you guys thought about it. I want to know what everybody thinks about this. Have you guys seen this? This is Shikari, and they're not showing you the whole cover, man. This cover has something to it that I think is just a little bit too much for comic covers, man. Have you guys seen the whole cover?
Yep.
No.
All right. I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube.
I flip Shikari's, so not everything that comes out, but I did pick up.
That's a little too much for me, man. Am I wrong?
Shikari is aggressive. Like, there's some of his art that is aggressive, but it sells.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it, but there's people out there that buy it, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
what's
still going?
That's off. There's something off there. But
I mean, once it stopped being a comic versus like the straight up like smut, right?
Yeah. I mean, look at that. Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
For
and
a cover?
I know you guys were talking about these Power Hour covers on your one episode and stuff like that, and like, I don't know who brought up the comparison of like pinup girls, but this is not like. There's a difference between classy golden age pinup girl stuff and then shit like that.
Yeah, man.
So the one thing I'll give Shikari is he doesn't do like the traditional female body. Like there's going to be a cellulite. You're going to see some veins. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more like realistic in a way, even if it's still super aggressive and like dominatrix style.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just carbon copied, J. Scott Campbell, Adam Hughes, curvy superhero.
It's more real. It's got a little bit more real woman into it, but at the same time, like, man.
Yeah, it's aggressive. I don't know. That's the only word I can think of.
That's a perfect word for it, Tony. That is a perfect word for it. It's aggressive. Yeah.
But they do sell. Like, these, the regular covers come up for 15. The foils might be 40. They'll all sell for a minimum of 80, 100. So they'll flip.
Oh boy. All right, this is a gorgeous piece here.
That's cool.
Yeah, Raymond Bermudez.
Dope.
Yeah. That's really good. There's that. And then we've talked about this artist before, Roxy Peroxide. Been shout out to, I think it was it Rain and Threes that told us about Roxy Peroxide, but this is interesting for one reason to me. Look at that. That, I mean, he could sell just this right here, or just this right here, and somebody would buy it.
Yeah.
Right? Look at her eyes. Look at her pupils in her eyes, dude. She is on one. She is.
I might have to go see if I got prints of that or something.
She's seeing machine elves right now, bro. Yeah, so this is, he says, my show is opening tomorrow. This is called Psalms 34:8. What is Psalms 34:8? We need to see what Psalms 34:8 is. Open your mouth and taste. Open your eyes and see. How good is God. Blessed are you who run to him. Taste and see that the Lord is good. How happy is the man who takes refuge in him. That is a great name for that piece of art right there, my friend. Holy cow. Holy cow. I might have to buy
Oh, I just noticed she's like in that Catholic veil too, kind of look.
Yep.
Okay, that makes it even better.
This is just crazy, dude. Look at that. Shows his, wow. Great stuff. And a little bit of Adam Hughes in here. He says, last chance to get this Aurora from Alpha Flight. 100% of the proceeds go to Maui Relief, link in bio. So I guess he's doing sketches for Maui Relief, which he usually doesn't do sketches like this anymore. So if you guys are looking for maybe some sketches, you might be able to get some really good sketches for Maui Relief. And you're doing a good thing to get, I would maybe try and reach out to him and say, hey, I would love to, if you're willing to pay, $1,000, $2,000 for a really good Adam Hughes sketch, which Adam Hughes fans should be willing to do that. I would think that, $1,000
easily.
for, yeah.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to a good cause too.
8x12 size, Yeah. And then finally, JG Artwork, Josh Gamble. Look at this, man. God. That one right there with the eyeball. Jeez. Just more beautiful skull art right here. These are 8x10-inch acrylics on canvas.
Oh, that's like a size of a sheet of paper.
Right? Let's take a look at the rest of his art. Let's see what else he's got. Ooh. Oh, that's creepy, dude. Look at that.
It's awesome.
Josh Gamble. Man, look at that. This one's crazy. That one's really crazy, dude. So, he did some Nirvana stuff. Good artist. There you go. Kurt Cobain. That's really good.
Yeah.
All right, here's another new artist to maybe get a sketch cover done by. Look at that. I feel like we've shown him before sometime. Some of this looks very interesting.
It almost has like that Will Strike kind of look to it, right?
Look at that, dude. Man. Oils on canvas. All right, you guys. That's good shit right there. And that is...
Gonna make me spend all my money and buy more prints again.
I know, dude. But it's worth it. Especially if you get them framed professionally. There's nothing like having good art, in my opinion.
Dude, I can't wait to get that Frankenstein's girl one framed.
Yes.
Nice.
I need to get one of those. I'm still mad that I didn't get any cool shit at the Mondo booth in San Diego. I'm so mad.
Oh, really? They didn't have anything?
They did. It was just too crazy. You couldn't even even think about getting over there the first couple of days, you know?
Yeah. And then after that, they probably don't have any of the cool stuff left, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What were they? I didn't even see. What did they release this?
I'll show you. Hold on.
SDCC.
Some amazing stuff. All right. So they did this Doctor Doom that is so good.
Oh.
Yeah. So they did
the
these
Aaron
like
Craig.
Yeah, they did these like special reprints of stuff. Was this year? Hold on. I think it was 2023, yeah.
I wanted that Aaron Craig piece bad.
Yeah, dude, so do I. Anthony got one. That right there is amazing. I wish I would have gotten that. Look at the color on that. And then
Barry Windsor Smith.
Yeah. Wait until you see this Doctor. That one's not bad. The Doctor Doom is so good. There it is.
Yeah.
But that's not even the best one. These are screen printed
the other
posters. Hold on. Look at that. And that's the one that Anthony got.
I'm salty. I missed both of them.
He went to go sell them on his site and they sold out within like a minute.
Mm-hmm.
He had 50 artist proofs or something like that.
Yeah.
They only made 115 of these.
Yeah, it's a shame. You get like so busy with stuff and then you forget about something and then you miss it and you're like, damn.
Would you get to flip or would you get to put them on the wall?
To put them on the wall.
Yeah.
Put them on the wall for sure.
Let's see if there's any on eBay.
For a number of years I tried to flip Mondo stuff and I don't do it anymore. I'm still sitting on a lot of prints. They're not as easy to sell as you would think.
$250, dude. I might, if I can get one of these guys to go for $200. I might buy it, dude.
What's the initial buy-in usually on something like this?
These were $100.
Yeah, so they want almost 3 times.
Dude, I seriously might buy one of these, man.
Just watch. Just
It'll
watch
go
one.
down.
You think
just,
so?
Just watch one of those low-priced ones or whatever, and I'm sure someone will send you an offer.
How many go to sold? How many of these have moved?
225.
So 1.
249.
Okay, 2.
51. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. 180. That's what I'm saying. Like, just wait. It'll come down.
Make an offer to somebody for a 175.
Yeah, like these aren't flying off eBay.
If there's anybody out there that got one that's listening and wants to sell it, let me know. I'd be willing to make an offer.
Yeah.
It was those two, the Barry Windsor Smith and the Dr. Dooms were just so good. And the regular one's not too bad either. I mean, right?
No, I want them both.
Yeah.
I want to put them next to each other.
Yeah. Man. All right, I'll be right back. Anybody want to start with pickups? I got to go grab mine.
I have like one item.
All right, talk about it, and I'll go grab mine, Yee.
Okay.
All right.
So the one item I have to show off for sure is this awesome House of Stein sticker. Right, I showed this on my IG. It is numbered 14 out of 50. I'm pretty sure that's a jersey match, and it comes autographed from Stein. So I'm going to be adding this to my base. I have other stickers too that I'm adding, so I'll just keep on talking until someone gets back. because I don't have controls over stuff. So I'm adding this Tomb sticker to my base. This is a Comic Authority sticker that I believe Coco Gal, Cobra Commander on Instagram, that she made this as well. I have a Rob's Comics sticker that I'm also adding. I have a Bird Cities Comics sticker that I'm adding to my base, and then a red sticker, Tomb's wife.
Nice.
Yes, I am just showing random stuff right now. But I'm also gonna plug my band right now. So we put our t-shirts on the, like, this shirt and the one that Josh is wearing on our State of Filth Bandcamp. So I'm putting that in the private chat so Bryan can share that out. So, and then my music's and then the music's on there as well. So yeah.
All right, hold on here.
Go grab my dog. He is sleeping. I'm not waking him up.
Yeah, hell no.
They're not necessarily pickups, but I've been bagging and boarding magazines while we've been doing the show. I can show some of those.
I forgot. I do have a comic. I picked up this badass ghost. I don't know if I showed this.
Oh yeah,
this
that's
is
nice.
a Red Sonja number 10, Jenny Frison 1 in 15 cover. There are 3 9/8s on the census. I have one of them. About to be 5, I think, or 4 when I send this off to grade finally. So yeah, so we have the Hank Hill shirt.
Whenever he gets a 5X one of these, I want one.
Okay, and then we also have the Spawn shirt as well to the far right. So, and I believe that's a shirt Josh is wearing.
Yeah, I definitely recommend people pick up that. They're super comfy too, like, and they're so killer. Like, this is the Spawn one. So
yeah, with the new band logo on it. Like, this is the old one.
But that shirt is killer.
Yeah. So there's that.
Will you sign it?
So I don't I don't ever have the merch with me. But like, if someone requests to sign it, then yeah, like I guess I could technically.
All right, we're gonna run through pickups really quick because my dog is downstairs barking for food. I got these in the mail. We were talking about just these on the Hot 10 the other night. The problem is that the way they set them in there, it's just that it creased. They creased these right here. What?
Oh, stacking crease?
I don't know what she's barking at, bro. She's probably barking at people in the backyard or that are jumping the fence, dude. What? I'm just joking, bro. I'll go check. So yeah, these are broke, or the spines are messed up. This is that Sin Comics book by Jay Stevens, his first work, and it's a very cool homage to Sgt. Pepper's.
Yep.
I got this. This is Lobos's first cover work, I believe. This is it was supposed to be just a sketch, but they turned it into a cover really fast, and it came out before the one. It was kind of like the Frizen thing where he did one before this. But they're not sure which came out first, I think. So a lot of people think it's this one, but this is Robin Hood Baby Yaga, cover D. And I picked this up. I think I paid 90 for it or 80 for it.
Nice.
Yeah. That's an awesome pickup.
Yeah. And then 2 things that'll be on their way out, selling soon.
Nice,
I got my
I got
Did you
mine
get yours?
too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, dude, what great buys for $70, dude. How much were they? $70?
Yeah.
79?
79, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
Wow. And they're selling like 200 raw.
Yeah.
Are they going for that much?
Something crazy like that.
And then
I can double check.
And then I got I went into some card breaks. I bought the Diamondbacks and a card break, hoping to get some Corbin Carroll rookies. I got 2 base, and a refractor. so it's kind of a bummer. But then I did get this. This is the base Corbin Carroll auto, white auto. So that's cool.
Ooh, I can't wait to show you the card I got in a break. Not coming up.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I was pretty stoked about those, but
my bad. They're selling for $80 raw, Josh.
Okay, I was about to say, holy moly.
No. So, and that is those are my pickups. Josh, you got anything?
Nice.
Yeah, I got a few. All right, so I picked up this because this just came out.
Nice.
This was Red Sonja 1. This was the 1 in 75 Inyuk Lee Virgin. And then I got this Fantastico from Mexico. Golden Age Frankenstein by Editora Sol. Super cool. These are super, super tough to find. Picked up a Romanian first Spider-Punk.
Oh, that's dope.
So
Cool.
yeah, we got that. And then I got a Dutch 300.
Ooh, nice.
I traded some of my slabs that I had gotten for some of this stuff, and then a Peruvian J. Scott Spider-Man.
Scotty Young.
Scotty Young, yeah. Jeez. And then I was thinking of all these coming up already. So we got is this the Peruvian? Yeah, so this is the Peruvian of this.
I like where they
You got a guy in Peru now?
No, not really. I just know people that can get stuff from Peru, so I got 2 of those apparently. And then this one is from Peru as well. Yeah.
Nice.
And then we have.
Speaking of
I'm not
aliens.
sure. Oh, DK. So we got another one of these, and then we got another one of these. I like the Mustakissa.
Yeah.
So this is Hungarian. And then we got a Hungarian one of these. And then we got, where is this from? France? France.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I think that's it, because I think I already... Did I show this off? I think I already showed that off.
That's cool.
I don't
if you
remember.
didn't, yeah.
Not today.
All right, so Venezuelan giant size X-Men 1.
When did that come out?
That's good.
What
This
year?
came out 1993, and even though it came out in 93, like, good luck. This is like Ghost.
Right.
So, Venezuelan giant size X-Men 1, and then I also got these, which I know I haven't shown off. I got these from Tony. So,
nice.
yeah, Tony had some auctions going. I've wanted one of these for a long time, and I'm not paying $45,000 for just a cover, so bam, got one of those, and I got one of these from Tony. So I got a 9.6. This was the 1 in 75 McNiven cover.
I like that.
So I got one of those, and then Stein stuff. Stein packs.
Stein
I got
pack.
the
Nice.
I got the Black Cat Mystery Comics 46, which was crazy. Love it. That was like so me, so was super glad that I got that. And then we got the Rick and Morty Nintendo Bauer homage.
Nice.
That's dope.
How many Stein packs did you get? 2?
2, yeah. And then the 9.8
nice.
call, Jessica Jones.
Holy cow, bro! That's
So,
great.
Yeah, my packs were
top notch.
A1. Yeah, A1.
Yep.
So, and that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, DT. I reached out to the guy and I told the guy, man, if you ever come across anybody that's looking to sell theirs, hit me up because I need that Frankie's Girl too. That thing's amazing.
That was crazy too, because I think I waited like a day or two after the show before I even went, and because I was like, oh dang, who was that guy again? And I went to his site, or I actually messaged him because I wanted to see if he had the OA, but he said that sold, and he's like, I have these prints though, they're numbered signs, so I just instantly went and bought one.
Wow. Tony, you got any pickups?
Yeah, I've got some. I'll burn through these magazines I've been bagging here. So Animation Magazine started back in like 91, and it's still going today. They have some, you can go on their website and go in their archive. There's only probably 6 or 7 copies that you can't get. Everything else you can still buy from them. Maybe 8, maybe 10, maybe $12. But there are some, it's hard to say first appearances with magazines because there are so many magazines out there. But like this, there was what the hell is it now? So February 95, the regular cover is a Carmen Sandiego.
Oh, that's cool.
They didn't do a lot of, trying to get the right angle. They didn't do a lot of variant covers, but they did that month. And the variant cover is a Sailor Moon.
Wow.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Which would be the first appearance because it predates any comics. But there is what was this? DIC Entertainment. Hollywood Reporter is another magazine. They had this exact same cover like the month before, and I haven't found that one yet. But
I
so
think
crazy.
there was somebody that talked about a rare Sailor Moon issue recently. They found something on IG. I'll see if I can find it while you're showing your stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a new one from the new Moon Girl animated show.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's talking about the same issue that you have there, Tony. Look at this. This is again second time we're talking about him on the show. Fucking rad.
He's showing the other one though. He's showing that Hollywood Reporter.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exact same cover, but yeah, it came out a month ahead of time.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh, there you go. It's interesting.
Do you guys know anything? I've never even seen this movie, Monkey Bone, 2001.
I've heard
Brendan
about it.
Fraser.
Yeah, I've definitely heard about that. People talk about
There
that.
were 2 raw copies of this Monkey Bone cover that sold for like almost 100. I have no idea why. I didn't realize they were Monkey Bone collectors, but you can go buy raw copies for like $8 a piece. So I picked those up. We've got a couple harder to find M&M covers, 2005. For those of you who don't know, I've moved pretty much fully into magazines now. I do still get some comics, but not nearly as much. Spoke to Matt Nelson, and he said that CGC very soon is going to start grading D&D modules, and they will grade the seal around them as well, because when you buy them new, they're sealed. So this is a sealed Dragonlance DL8.
So we'll buy a bunch of those.
Yeah, if you for anybody who likes Dragonlance, this is the big scene where. It doesn't matter to everybody else, but one of the main characters fights a dragon on the parapets of a castle, so that's the big dramatic thing. Some oversized stuff that I unfortunately can't get graded, but a cool Wu-Tang Clan cover.
That is such a cool cover
for the children. I found these Star Wars poster magazines. They're really not worth anything, but they're kind of cool. I wonder if I should just cannibalize them and take out the posters.
Yeah, see if there's anything.
Try to do something with the posters themselves. Nintendo Power is on everybody's radar, but there are a lot of other computer and video game magazines from the 80s. This is one from the UK, Computer and Video Games as well. This one, unfortunately, is oversized, so I can't get these graded, but they have a cool Thundercat. They have a cool Ultimate Warrior.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's an awesome one. I love that one. And then, but my favorite from that run, they have a bunch of random stuff. Street Fighter 2.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Really like that one.
Yeah.
And then the last one that I picked up, it arrived yesterday, is the Sandworm.
Dune.
So Frank Herbert's Dune, before it was a novel, it was serialized in like 6 issues of this analog magazine. This was in the 60s. This is 1965. This isn't the first one, but this is the best cover, I think. They're not super cheap. You can find them on eBay between even the first one. I think there's a 7.0 of the first appearance of Dune for like $400.
That's pretty cool.
For a 60-year-old magazine, that's
awesome.
They've had a fan base for a long time. I was going to ask you, do you have this one on your creator firsts, Brian? Heavy Metal?
Which one?
First, Joe Jusko.
No, I don't think so. I will take a look. If not, I will
cover Heavy Metal June 1978, the cover by Joe Jusko.
Let's take a look. That's cool.
And then I think that's about it. Well, I think this is gradable. 1939. 30 freaking 9, man. That's what I love about magazines. Like it goes so far back, and you can buy them for $10.
Yeah.
What was that first
It
word?
seems like
It was Heavy Metal.
The Joe Jusko?
Yeah.
Heavy Metal, June 1978.
Thank you. It is added. That was his first work, right?
Yes. Yep.
All right. There we go. Added.
First cover.
Very cool. Yeah. So for anybody that doesn't know, that is the Beyond Wednesday's creators first list. You guys can find it. It's a living document that if you guys want to add to it, all you have to do is jump in and leave a comment, and I will add something or fix something if it needs to be fixed, and go use it to your advantage. And if you like collecting this type of stuff, go find your favorite creator on here, and if they're there, find their first work or their first cover or whatever. So
yeah.
Very cool stuff. All right, you guys, we're going to transition over to the after show. So if you guys want to come hang out until however long, I know that sometimes those after show hangouts last for a long time. So we'll be in the Discord in the after show lounge or the show lounge. Not the call-in live section, but the show lounge. And we'll see you in there. We're going to jump in there right now. Again, thank you for everybody that hung out with tonight. I do want to say this for anybody that is watching this on the replay tonight was a very, it was a fundamental episode of Beyond Wednesdays tonight. And again, I just want to say, shout out to Richie for having the heart to come out here and do that. It takes a lot to do that. It takes a lot to open like that to the world. But when I say that Richie is one of the biggest hearted, best people in this community, I'm not lying about that. And I have a ton of respect for him, and I consider Richie a very good friend because of it. We love you guys. We are out. See you soon.